everybody. Let's see if I can, oh, it can rotate. What is that? It's like when I'm recording, I can rotate my phone, but when I go live, I can't rotate it to be left and right. It has to be horizontal. That's like weird. It's like, why? Like, why? All right, guys, I wanted to talk about, hi, I see two people in here. Hello. Don't forget to do a thumbs up, okay? Thumbs up. I wanted to talk about the young lady. Quite sure you probably heard it on the news. The Lyft driver. I think her name is Tanisha. Good afternoon, Lamika. Hi. Hi. Oh my gosh. I was hoping that you could get a chance to get on here. I know how it is when you're working. You can't, you know. And we got to respect that. It's all good. It is all good. Hello there. Yeah. I not too long left church. Dropped my mom off. She had to you know how some mothers are sometimes. They don't want to go to the stores, and you know, and you enjoy those moments. So that was really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of like do a me day for today. Yeah, but I wanted to come on here and talk about the young lady who was attacked by two females. Tanisha, she is a Lyft driver, and from what they're saying, it was some kind of road rage going on, and the other two ladies that were driving a car that had Uber sticker on it found the Tanisha at the gas station, and one got out of the car, went to Tanisha's car and said, okay, yeah, that's the one. So then they start duking it out and fighting and pulling the Tanisha's hair. It was so awful. It was like these two, their frame was bigger than Tanisha's. Tanisha was more of a small frame young lady, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. And so then there was this tall black guy, muscular looking, coming towards her rescue, Tanisha's rescue, and the lady who was kind of heavy with this red dress on, like bucked back at him. He turned around and went back to the car. And then there was another guy, a fair complexion guy, the lady in the red dress, she knocked him in the face. It didn't faze him, you know, he walked away. And I want to say, on that note, some men are saying, you know what, blank that, I would have beat, you know, whatever. Very bad connection. Really? Okay. Sometimes it says that and it's okay. Can you guys still see me? It's saying very bad connection. Okay. But it's being recorded too at the same time. All right. So some guys would say, you know, that they would have hit the girl, knocked her out. And the way the guys looked, they could have, you know, but they were men with wisdom. They knew, okay, one hit, I probably could lay this lady out, and then I'll be faced with a murder charge. You know, all because I'm trying to come to the rescue of this other person. Can you guys see me? Because where the numbers are, there is the message. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, so then, so these two guys, they, you know, walked away. And Tanisha, she was fending for herself. And the lady with the red dress, the heavyset lady, she was just yanking her hair. Tanisha was bent over, like, help, screaming, help, help, you know. And people going in and out. Oh, okay. All right. I wish that wouldn't happen. Maybe it'll get better now. I'm around some water. So maybe that's why. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they were just pulling her hair, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? And she's screaming for help, and the men tried to come to her rescue, but the heavyset lady with the red dress on, she was just like get back. Like, don't get in this. You don't know what this is about. So I said all that to say this. Anytime someone will kill you or, you know, hurt you just because they want to, just imagine what they'll do with road rage. So you guys know how it is out here driving. And we're trying to reach our destination as quickly as possible. We're trying to get as many rides in as we can. We have to be careful when we're in and out of traffic, when we're going at a high speed, when we're, if we do this, okay? If we're like talking to people in the other cars, like, can you move out my way kind of thing, you know, because you got to go, and so on and so forth. You never know who you're going to come in contact with. Years ago, you would not hear of a woman hitting a man and so on and so forth. Nowadays, it's like anything is possible, you know. So it's like you got to be careful in everything that you do nowadays, because you don't know what that person is capable of. You might see an older female and you think, oh, okay, I can get her. You don't know what that female can do. You don't know what that male can do. So it's like we can't judge a book by its cover. And in this kind of business, safety first. Because to be honest, Tanisha, she has already dropped off her passenger. So she wasn't on the clock. She wasn't working. So what happens to her hospital bill? Can she sue anybody? I don't know. And if she can, who does she sue? Okay, will the individual get charged because they stole her purse? She had a cashier check of $1,600 for her rent. They stole her phone number. So they had like all of her personal information. So Tanisha, on one side, it's like, okay, the police officer don't have them yet, but even when they catch them, they have my personal information. So, you know, it makes you really uneasy to that. What can these people do when the police officers are not around? Or who does these people know? The way Tanisha was talking about it on television, she don't know these ladies. She don't know, but there was some type of road rage that happened, and those two ladies just wasn't having it, and they felt like they needed to defend themselves at any cost. Even though they were being recorded, they didn't care. They were at a gas station, fully loaded with cars and people. They did not care about where they were, who was there. It was all about, I'm going to get you. And they got in the car and pulled off. Tanisha yelled out the tag number, the type of car it was, and then it was being recorded. So it's like they're not getting away. And then the car that they were in had the Uber sticker on it. It belongs to a male driver who hasn't been working, I think they said like 2 to 4 months. So does he know what they're up to? You know what I mean? His car and his tags are on television being hunted down because of the situation. Do they take the car back to him and he get in it, and then a police officer is after him? They were black ladies, okay, most likely is a black man who owns it, I guess. So he'd be wondering why these police officers chasing me. I mean, I'm laughing because it's just hilarious stupidity. And just like, it's easy to get caught up into things that you had no business in. I mean, you wasn't even a part of it, but they're being treated as if he was a part of it. I was like, oh my gosh, they realize what they're doing? It's like they really did not care. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that and see if you've heard about it and what are your views on it. Have you guys heard about it? No, yes, maybe so. It's a sad situation. It really is. And we have to be careful. Because you just don't know. You really don't. You really don't. I was praying for all the drivers out there this morning. And even the passengers, you know, because like I always say, you're dealing with human beings. You're dealing with human beings who, different personalities, different characteristics, I mean, different behaviors. And a lot of people, especially when they're adults, they believe that they're right. And you're wrong. And they're going to stand up for what's right to all costs. But somebody got to take the low road sometimes to save a life. I mean, really. And I applaud those men for walking away. Even though the guy got hit, but I guess he felt like, okay, I'm still standing. You know, it wasn't like it fazed him. He could have just hit her back. He could have clipped her. He could have did anything, but he didn't. He walked away. And not too many men can walk away, especially in public, after a female has not slapped them, but with a closed fist, with a closed hand, and hit them in the face. So I really do applaud those men. Even the other man who, when the lady in the red dress bucked back at him as he was coming to kind of rescue Tanisha, he turned around and went back to his car. That was very, very smart of him to do that. There are some men that they wouldn't dare do it, you know, and then they regret it afterwards. And then some men, they would love to beat up on a woman, you know. So it's a lot of different issues and angles you can see from this particular story, but overall it's a sad situation. And she was on television with her little collar around her neck. They just yanked her head. I mean, she had long dreads too, and they were just pulling her, yanking her head. She was like just bent down. She couldn't even stand up straight until after they dragged her around to the driver's side and let her go, and they got in the car and just pulled off, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just like, why? But some people, that's the way they live. That's how they feel. They you know, they're gonna do what they want, when they want, how they want, and dare you to say anything. It shouldn't be that way, but that is our society. Unfortunately, it is. So you guys be careful out there. I recorded it, but for some reason, over several hours, it's still saying 49% processing. So it's not uploading. So I said, let me come on here and talk about it, just in case you guys had heard about it, or even if you didn't hear about it. And what do you think? You know, because we got to be careful. We got to be careful. I'm wondering what would be the ramifications for Tanisha if she was on the clock. Because technically, we work for Uber, but technically we don't. We're independent contractors. What type of laws do we have in terms of if we get hurt while working the app? I wonder how that goes. Because now her $1,600 is gone. I don't know what type of landlord she has. You know, a lot of them, they want their money, they want it now. She has a phone, most likely it's a bill. I don't know. It was just a nasty way of doing things. And beat her at the same time. I mean, like, come on. Adrian. What is that? What are you saying? You giving me your name? I'm not sure. When I look back at my live recording, it's so funny because sometimes you have that dead space because you're waiting for someone to answer a question or to give a comment or something. And you just like, oh yeah. It's like you're talking to yourself. Because nobody can see anything. That's what I'm saying. There should be a law to protect us, because you know that brought concern to me. It's like, okay, if she was working and this happened to her, what can you do? Can you sue? And if you sue, who do you sue? You know, if any of you know, let me know. I'm gonna have to look it up too. And it probably, I don't know if it's state to state. It should be according to Uber and Lyft. I know they'll protect you if you're in an accident, like if it's a collision. But when it comes to bodily harm, I don't know. Because all I do is just hear them saying that it's like they'll cover you up to $1 million and so on and so forth. And of course, like a lot of insurance company, that is not going to be easy to get. They're going to protect. Insurance company will protect what's theirs. Okay, so it's not going to be easy for people to just get money from them. They're going to turn over every little rock that they can save and pull out something to protect themselves. But what do we have? I know, I guess, you know, she was at the gas station, you know, about probably to fill her tank up. You know how that is sometimes. And this was in Los Angeles at that. And she probably was just getting ready to go to pay for her gas or maybe use the pump. I'm thinking, yeah, to either to pay for her gas or to use the pump. And they saw an opportunity they saw her phone, they saw her wallet, and took it. To be honest, guys, I really wish everyone could carry a concealed weapon. I really, really do. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I go to church. All of that. However, I just feel that it's important. Yeah. You gotta have something, you know. And she may have had something, but it took her off guard because, you know, maybe her defense was down because she's on her way to the gas station. Yeah. It's like she's on her way to the gas station. So, you know, sometimes your guards are down in certain environments. You feel like you don't need to have that with you. But me personally, I wish every last one of us could carry a weapon. And mine would be gold and purple. Yes, I did. I said gold and purple. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, gold and purple. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. I can see it now. Can you imagine? I declare. Let's see. Don't care what. Yeah. You know what? It's a situation like that, guy. One of the individual was talking about, you know, how they got to protect themselves and what they have. And, you know, you got protection, safety first. Safety first. I believe in that, guys. Safety first. Not only for the passenger, but for you yourself as well. We're not doing this job so that we can go 6 feet under. We're doing this job to make, oh, it's bad connection again, to make a living as much as possible, to add to what we already have. Is a side hustle, like the commercial goes. So come on now, should I die over a side hustle? No, I don't want to die over a 40-hour, you know, non-side hustle, as they call it. No. No, girl, I'm so grateful to God it wasn't me, but my heart goes out to the young lady. Okay, dude. Like, really? Yeah, okay, you're sorry. I forgive you. He just want to run the stop sign, you know? But anyway, it's all good. See? I could have chased him down. Why you don't run the stop sign? You know? I got to, but no. Sometimes you got to take the low road. The low road. And it's not a bad road to take. I'm still here, and he's still alive. We didn't stop no traffic, no yelling. You know, everything's good. He did say he was sorry. Put his hand up and say he was sorry. So, yeah, my heart went out when I saw it went out to her, you know, because I'm just the kind of person, I have compassion for people, even though in this society it looked like we don't have compassion anymore because of all the craziness that's happening. But I try my best, of course, with God's help, to continue just to be who I am. Ouch. In this society, which is not always favorable to people of compassion and things of that nature, but I refuse to change and be something else because I'm not going to be comfortable. I think I need to turn and go another way over here and stuff. You know, I got to get some litter for my cat. I know you guys say, we don't need to know what you're getting. I know. I was just sharing. I'm trying to see, did I get it from Walmart or did I get it from Family Dollars? I think I got it from Walmart. And if I got it from Walmart, then why am I at Family Dollars? Because Family Dollars don't sell the big things of it. You know? They just have those little small ones. But yeah, so my heart went out to her and her family. Because, I mean, she could have young children. I don't know. It's just one of those situations that has happened in our society. And, you know, yeah, I'm glad it's not me. We all can say, I'll do this and I'll do that. But when the situation presents itself, sometimes it takes us off guard and we are not. Okay. I worked for a taxi company to just started a few months ago, and a guy got stabbed to death here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Oh my gosh. At midnight, all over a $10 fare. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh, $10. Did you guys see that in the feed? Not just stabbed to death. Driver told he was going to call the police, and then when he went off, and then started stabbing him to death at a closed gas station. Oh man, yes. Yeah, it was on the news. Lamika, it was on the news. Check out Channel 4 News. You can Google it. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Glenda. Absolutely. And I appreciate that. Absolutely. Someone else had said something. Hold on. Oh, really? Yeah, $10. Can you believe it? Maybe he was on some kind of drugs or something too. People do strange things when they're on that drugs. I mean, they're not themselves. They'll kill mother, father, sister, brother, wife, child. It's like they're not themselves. But does it make it okay? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it okay. It really doesn't. But yeah, it's a lot of and I can't say it's all the passengers that are, all the passengers or a lot of the passengers are cuckoo for cocoa nuts. Cocoa puff, or however that saying goes. The thing is, there are some drivers, there are some Lyft and Uber drivers that you have to do a double take and say, what did he just do right there? So it goes both ways. Like we already said, we're dealing with people, we're dealing with the public. And I'm quite sure if there were writers who was doing YouTube about their experience, they would share some similarities of what we're talking about, how they may have come across some drivers. I had a couple passengers, they told me how one driver was very disrespectful towards them, shut my door, like demanding things, not being polite. So I mean, it happens. It's just one of those bad situations where we're going to come across. Yeah, this happened in the daytime, Lamika. Daytime at a gas station. They don't have the money and it's $10. I'd rather them just get out. Not worth calling. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because see, he's the driver looking at it as, look, I need my money. And I'm out here working for my money, and then I take you to where you want to go, and then you don't give me my money. And so he's already at that aggressive state to retaliate. And so then the guy ended up stabbing him. But yeah, over $10. And this happened in the daytime, Lamika, at a gas station full of people. It's like when a person come into a bank to rob you with no mask on. It's like either they're crazy or they're bad enough to hurt and to do whatever. And if it means that they're going to die in the midst of it, they're going to take that chance. Just like if somebody come in your house and rob you with no mask on. Either they crazy or only one person going to survive in this. And it will be he or she. You know? Not the owner of the house. No, I didn't hear about the Uber driver that got killed at Walmart. Where about? I know around here, Drew Hill, I heard that there was an Uber driver. The passenger took him to some area of Drew Hill Park, and I think he killed him or something, or robbed him. A few months ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm curious to know what happens when you're on the clock and these type of things happens to you. Because like a brick and mortar company, if you get hurt on the job, then you have workers' comp. Somewhere up north. Okay. Maybe what, Pennsylvania or New York. Wow, I didn't hear that. Oh my gosh. It's real. It is really real out here, and what we have to encounter every day. And I'm not out here every day, all day, but I have my moments when I come out and things of that nature. And then after that, I'll just go home. I don't know what's wrong with him, but anyway, okay. Yeah, it was at night after 2 a.m. The killer was 18. What? Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that in the feed? Oh my gosh. Man. You never know, guys. I'm serious. To be honest, I really like certain parts of Pennsylvania. She went to the Walmart, stole some stuff. And ordered a Uber. You need to stop. You need to stop that. For real? Hold on. She went into Walmart, stole some stuff, and ordered an Uber, and she killed him. What? Look in Google. You know what? You know the commercial that they... It's not funny, but remember the commercial that they show with Uber? The guys have robbed the bank. I got a last minute patient. What in the daytime? Oh, the girl. She the lady who was attacked. The lady who was attacked by the two females. This was in the daytime at a gas station. But Mark was saying that there was a young lady who went to Walmart, stole some stuff, called an Uber, and then end up killing the Uber driver. Remember the commercial how the guys have robbed the bank, and then one have the Uber app and say, yeah, and one have the Uber app and say, yeah, I think it's Randy who's coming. So Randy pulls up, they get in the car, and the police officer is now after the Uber driver's vehicle because the robbers are in the vehicle. Can you imagine, okay, your daily routine? You pull up in front of a Walmart. The person who you're supposed to pick up gets in the car. They have bags. You maybe even help them with the bags, okay? And put them in your car for them, not knowing they stole it. They stole the stuff, okay? And you put it in your car. And then I know, right? And then you pull off, and next thing you know, she kills you. What? Like, I know it. Do you see how some people think? We just getting up, we got our coffee, you know, we fresh, we're happy, we like, woohoo, time to go to work, let's make some money. I know the commercial is so crazy when he said, it looks like Randy's coming. Yeah, he'll be here. Oh, he made the wrong turn. I mean, I'm like, can you imagine picking, and it could be your first fare of the day. You go to the Walmart, pick the person up. Good morning, how are you? And they get in, they quiet, or they may say something, who knows. They get in, you help them with the bags, you put the bags in the car, they got all this stuff. And you start driving. Like, really, why? So, it's a serious job that we're doing. If everyone cannot carry a concealed weapon, I believe we as ride-sharing individuals or contractors, we should have the right to have something on us for protection. Of course, they're going to say, you choose to do this. You see what I'm saying? That's true. However, there should be some type of ramification that we have to protect ourselves. And the law should not go against us. But again, I wish every last human being had a gun. I mean, really. A nice concealed weapon. Like I was about to say, in Pennsylvania, they can have a gun right on their hip. Certain parts of Pennsylvania. Arizona. There are other states they can do this. I wish we can do it here. You know, I wish every state could have it, to be honest with you. And like they would make sure you're keeping up with your training. It'll be a big systematic way of doing it, whereas they can check your record, make sure you don't have any criminal records, so then you don't get any. But if you have one, they still every year make sure you're still within the standards for keeping the gun, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Something got to give. They say now here in Baltimore, we're already at 200 deaths. 200. You know, and it's us killing us. And when I say us killing us, black on black crime. But Black Lives Matters. To who? I mean, really, to who? Or to whom? You know, I mean, like, really. I put it this way. You make it home. Thank God. Kiss your family. Don't bring work home, and enjoy the moment with your family, because it's like some police officers, they go out, they get dressed. It's no guarantee they're going to come back home. It's no guarantee, because they don't know, anything can happen. They don't want it to happen. They prepare themselves so it wouldn't happen. However, it does happen. There are a lot of families now that are mourning for the loss of a father, an uncle, a son that were police officers. Yeah. Yeah, most of them do have clean backgrounds. Absolutely, they do. Yeah. Because they do the background check. And I love that. I really do. However, remember there was an Uber driver who... What happened? Remember there... we're going to catch up. We're going to catch you up. Remember there was an Uber driver who was... he was charged for rape. And then they looked up his record, and he had a record in reference to that. So, you know, sometimes people slip through the cracks. But what we were talking about was the situation that happened with the Lyft driver, how she was attacked by 2 females. And we were also talking about the killing that is happening. Like here in Baltimore, we're already at 200 deaths. And it's us killing us. And when I say us killing us, meaning black on black crime. And I also said... Black Lives Matter, because that was a statement that was going loud and strong. However, who does Black Lives Matter to? Because it's us killing each other, you know. So it's like something is screwed up somewhere, you know. And it's, you know, years from now, you might not even have any real pure black people. And when I say pure black people, meaning you might have more interracial people. you know, mixed with this, mixed with a little this, and that's fine in its place. But what I'm saying is, you know how they have a race category. Black or African American might not even be there anymore. It might just be others, you know, because and when the men, you think about it, when you eliminate black men, you're cutting the generation of black people. I mean, you're just snipping it, literally snipping it, because that is what, you know what I mean? It's continuing on and on and on. I don't know. It's one of those big situations that makes you shake your head and make you wonder, like, what is going to happen in the next 5 years from now? You know, remember when we were in 1999 and it was about to be 2000, and it was so scary for a lot of people to, we're going into year 2000? Like, what? It was so like, really? We were in the 19s for so long, and then we were going into 2000. And then after 2000, 2001, 2, 3, that it seemed kind of easy. But once we left 1999, you know, and so it's like when 2022 or 2020 comes, something has to change from now to then. Where we are here, where we're going to be, all this in the middle, something has to change. Otherwise, it's just going to perpetuate. It's just going to continue on and on and on and on and on, to the point black race is not going to be a race. It's not going to be a race. It is not going to be a race. And it's sad that it's like that. But the reason why I brought that up, because, you know, I was talking about the 200 people that, you know, deaths here. And I know other states, you know, it's other people dying. They say certain parts of Chicago, you can see bodies just laying, and they were just waiting for the police officers to come to, you know, do their thing and stuff. I can't imagine seeing that. I can't. I cannot imagine seeing bodies just, I mean, empty shells that once was a life that walked, talked, worked, loved, you know what I mean? Like someone like me who's alive, the heart beating, blood flowing, to now is a body, is a dead shell. And to the point, where's the respect for it? So, you know, I don't know if we ever going to get there, but every change that we can do is good to do. And it starts from us individually. And then a lot of times, based upon where we live or grew up, to be different is like a death sentence. To be different is to be bullied. To be different is to commit suicide, because you're not like everybody else. So if you're not like everybody else, then you're the oddball. You need to go. That's not right. And we're going to get back into the school season, and the teenagers, you know, and the young children, you know, 10, 12, 11 years old, they go through a lot in school. And then sometimes they don't even have the love at school. They don't have the love at home. So then they cope according to what their bodies try to feel like they can cope with. And it's a lot. You can see a human being, you know, the face, eyes, mouth, they talking, walking, you know, moving around. But in here is empty. In here is empty. But yet you see them, they look like you. They look like a human. You know, they have the hands, the fingers, you know, dressed in car, they driving, they working. But in here is empty, and in here is empty. They have no connection with compassion. They have no connection with love. They have no connection with any type of intimacy of caring for a person. It's nothing there. Really, nothing is there. But to look at them and look into their eyes, it's like they're staring into space. It's like there's no life in there, but yet they're moving around. The difference from them and a corpse is they're moving around. But with the corpse, you look into a corpse's eyes, it's empty. It's not, you see nothing in there. I worked in the medical field for 26 years, and I dealt with, people dying. As I held their hand, they died. So I've been around death on that scheme in terms of working around that. But to see people dead on the streets and waiting for the coroner to come, I don't have that experience. I can imagine that's sad, because that was a life. That was somebody's father, brother, uncle, cousin. It was somebody, an aunt, a mother, grandmother. Life, for one, we don't give it, but we do take it. And we take it with such anger and hatred. Wow, how did you feel when you saw the dead body in a park? And in a park at that? I mean, you go into a park to relax, maybe get on the swings, play around. But then to see a body, that just changes things. Did it take you a long time to get over it? Someone had put that in the feed, that they saw a dead body in a park, but now they got over it. For those who are watching it once it's recorded. Silver Spring, Maryland. Wow. See that? You never know. You never know in this life, in this world. I tell anybody, enjoy life. Be positive. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Even though 9 out of 10 is not going to come back. You were just walking through the park. That would be so startling to me. That I would be like, and to be honest, me being an African American woman or black woman or woman of color, since I'm a woman, I would feel comfortable calling the police. But if I was a male, I may be hesitant, because a lot of the males here, not because all of them caused this stigma, but a lot of the males here, they will be judged for that murder before a woman would, a black woman would, because that's just the atmosphere here for a lot of black men. Even if you wear a suit and tie, if you're black and you're male, you're a suspect. Period. You're a suspect. There's nothing honest coming out of you. There is nothing you can say or do to change the mentality of some people when they see this color. Because people see you first, color first. Before you speak, before you do any, it's this that they see. And this right now, for a lot of black men, is a death sentence. Right now, is a death sentence. Police officers are setting people up, putting drugs in places where they shouldn't, to get that person locked up, that black man locked up, for sure. Some situations, yes, they do put themselves in it. They do. But then there are other situations, they're innocent standbys. They just walk, like you were just walking through a park. Now, if that was a black man walking, and here, they probably, if anything, they would be in such a situation. Should I run? If I run, somebody see me running from this body, they're going to call the police. Now they are a witness saying that I saw this black man run from the body, and he was just walking through the park. How do you prove that? How do you prove that? No fingerprints. They didn't find anything on the body to indicate that man killed that person. But you were at the scene. You were seen running from the scene. Then, in order to get out of it, you got to pay a lot of money to these lawyers. to be able to pull out different things that they should pull out to notice that this man did not do this. They have to have connection with certain judges that the judge will actually have the story heard. To be a black man in this day and time is not good. It really isn't. It's not good. And a lot of them share that in common. So a lot of them, they're on the fence. I believe that. Yeah. I believe that even with tickets, because sometimes you can drive a certain route and you don't see not one police officer. But then there are sometimes they're like 2 or 3 just out there because their captain is telling them, you telling me you've been out there 10 hours and not one person ran a red light, not one person went over the speed limit, and you coming back here with no tickets being given? No, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Not one crack brake light, tail light, not one, I mean, the pressure is on them as well. Doesn't make it right. Anytime you're gonna have to change right for wrong to be right, that's not good. Anytime you gotta manipulate the truth to win something, that's not right. And that's the spirit that is out here. It's me and mine, by any means necessary. If it's you and I, you're gonna go before I do. And even oh, they do lie in court. They do. They're like, oh my gosh, they will. Some will tell the truth. There's some good police officers, because I can't say that all of them are bad, but there's so many. And last night I saw like 10 people get pulled over by a cop driving. Really? See that? 10 people. Come on. And the police officer just driving everywhere in Florida. It's real, people. I mean, really. Sometimes, it's hard to talk about, but it's a real issue that we have here in this world. And me personally, I hate, when I say I hate to see black on black crime. I hate to see black women fighting black women. I hate to see black jealousy throughout our race. I hate it. I know some non-black people, they can have a discrepancy, but they will come together for the cause. They will take one for the team. But a lot of us, nope. Me and mine. Yeah. Yep, I agree with you, Paula. Yeah. It's just a sad situation. I'm the kind of person, if I see something that is nice on a female, I don't care what race you are. I mean, if I think it's nice, I'm going to say, that really looks pretty on you. That's a gorgeous color. Because you can shop for different colors, and some may take the color away, some may enhance your color. I don't mind telling the woman that. And I'm not gay. I mean, what is it taken from me to say to you, you look beautiful today? I mean, what's you know what I mean? It's like, what's being taken from me if I say that to you? Nothing. I'm just being me. Your hair look gorgeous. It could be a wig, but yes, you don't want everybody to know that. I'm going to say your hair look gorgeous. I'm not going to say, oh, your wig look gorgeous. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a situation that the only way it's gonna It has to be individual people to do it. Very competitive. Even on the jobs, they promote it. They promote it. They have Bob come in the office and say, Bob, you're doing an excellent job, but John is a tad bit ahead of you, and I really would love to see you in that position. So what does next thing you know, they begin to get head to head. Look at the situation. It was two professors. Exactly, make someone day. But you know what, Mark? Some people, I'm just saying my experience. Some people, you can compliment them and they look at you like, I know this. Like, who are you to tell me? You know what I mean? Some people are just up here so that for you to compliment them, it's like, so it's like you just gotta, you can't take it personal. You're just being you. You complimenting them. That looks nice on you. I think that looks really nice on you. Sometimes some ladies, some men will say, thank you, and you look lovely too. Yes, it is a recipe for disaster. Yeah. Emotional problems. Yes. That's like taking you have your recipe and you putting all kinds of stuff in it. Just dump, whatever. Not even taking it out of the package. You just putting it all in there. And it's a big mess. And then you present it like, here I am today. And you are a big mess. And it's like, but you don't know it. That's the sad part about it. When you are a big mess and you you don't know it, and you dare anybody to tell you otherwise, what they're gonna say? Oh, you just jealous. They're gonna say that real quick. Oh, you just jealous. You just hate no me. You're popping the neck and everything. You just jealous. You just jealous. It is very sad. It's very sad. But I don't let that change me, because I'm at a point in my life. I know who I am. I know my personality. A lot of people, said I was antisocial. They had a lot of bad things to say about me when I was younger in school, because I didn't hang with the crowd. I always was a loner, and I was okay with that. We walk around with a bottle of emotions we need to deal with. Yeah, exactly. Workplaces, neighborhoods. Yeah. And the sad thing about a lot of bottled up emotions, it can pop at any time. It can just take that. But in everybody else's eyes, she was so nice. She spoke to everybody every morning. But you don't know what she's going through in her life. You don't know what's going on in her home, how she's being treated, how he's being treated. There's some men out here who are being abused, and they dare not tell, because it's going to put a mark on their manhood. It's like, really? You have an incoming. It's like, really? It's a sad, sorry about that. It's a sad situation. But, I'm getting more and more to the point. It's like, I'm me. I have to be me. If you don't like it, that's your problem. I live with this. I like her. I love her. Always was different. Let me try to get this real quick, guys. Sorry about that. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm go ahead. It was Joseph. Wasn't Joseph? Yeah. Let me look him up again. It was Banderas or something like that. Banderas? Paul Banderas? Let me look it up, because I'm doing a recording. Who? Wasn't Nicholas? No. I'm gonna Google it real quick, okay? Alright, later. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find the name of the male actor. He has a ponytail, and I think he's Latino or Italian. And He plays in a I can't even think of the name of the show, but he has two guns, a lot of action movies. Banderas, I think his last name is. I'm trying to find out who his name, who he is. I looked him up before and I didn't write the name down. Male actor who has a ponytail. I forget if I can find it. That's it, Antonio. Oh my gosh, yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. He's good. He is good. Action packed for sure. That's it. Oh my goodness. Let me let them know real quick. But yeah, it's a lot going on, people, with us as human beings, and the only change going to come is within us. Hello. Yeah, it's Antonio Banderas. Yeah, Banderas, something like that. No, I don't remember the name of the movie. Antonio. Yeah, okay. All right, later. Antonio. Yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a lot going on, and the only way it's going to change, we have to change it. The laws is not going to do it. Putting people in office is not going to do it. It's going to take us, really. I mean, and you know what I mean? It's just one of those situations that you have to be, you can't allow the external things that happens in this world stop you from being who you are. Because then who are you? I mean, really, who are you then? A monkey wrench. You're going to fit in here, you're going to fit in there, you're going to fit in here, 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 here. You lose who you are. And like I said before, I was a loner. I stayed to myself, and I loved it. But people, they would say, oh, you're trying to sound white. And I'm like, what does that mean? You trying to sound white? Are you saying that only white people talk proper English? Is that what you're telling me? Because if you're telling me that, where do you live? And what experience or exposures have you had? And they would say it to belittle me. And I couldn't change my voice. I mean, what can I do? How you doing? I don't speak proper English. I don't cross my T's and dot my I's all the time. That's it. That's it. That is it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's awesome. Awesome, awesome actor. Oh my goodness. I can't remember he just came out with a movie. You're a comfortable misfit. I know that's right. I know that's right. Because see, you think about it. The only person really who matters in your life is you. You are with yourself 24/7. You can never run away from yourself. Wherever you go, you are. So it's like you have to be okay with you. Now, if people don't like it, you have options, people. Don't deal with me. Yeah, exactly. Let me love my misfit. Let me love my imperfection. Let me love. You have a problem with it? Okay, then keep it moving. But this is me. This is me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. I'm okay with it. But you get around some people, they don't know who they are in life. They are just like, dolls on a string, and someone else is controlling them. If you ask them what do they like, they don't know. They can't tell you what they like. They can't tell you what they dislike. They can't tell you what they want to do in life, because they don't know them. And some people have been around so many other people majority of their life. People want to think all black people have to talk ghetto. Sad but true. Yeah, I agree. Yes, that is so true. A lot. They feel that, and to be honest with you, ghetto language is an art form. I don't know it. I can't really understand it, you know, but you try to understand it. Is an art. I must say, I give it to people who come up with this beautiful way of communicating. I mean, it's clever. It's clever. Like one word. What did somebody tell me? They have different areas. Some areas called the top. Some areas called the bottom. Some areas they have an area called four corners. And I'm like, four corners, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's such a way of talking that a person could be planning your death in your face and you have no clue what they're saying. It's one of those situations. So it's like, and it's not really all broken English dealing with the ghetto language. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. The tone is different. It's different. And I mean, what can I say? It's like, and I find myself asking, I'm sorry, what did you say? You know, and sometimes I don't want to keep saying it because sometimes that can be offensive to people, and you know, I'm not trying to go there. I'm just really trying to understand what you're saying, because that's a part of communication, is understanding. And so you know, like, feel me, you feel me, you know, which means, do you understand? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you really understand what I'm talking about? Can you identify? Exactly. I read that in Black History. Yeah. Way back when they were saying "way in the water," down by the riverside. I mean, it puts a smile on my face, because we did this as Black people. But I don't understand it all. You know. Oh my gosh! Wait, look, where have you been? You've been out there making money? Have you been out there making money? We've been talking about, oh my goodness, we have so many things we're talking about here. We started out talking about the young lady who drives for Uber. What? This morning, 3 a.m., my Uber rider fell asleep in my car. I couldn't wake her up. I had to call the police. Oh my gosh! What happened? Was she drunk? Like, what happened? Was she tired, like, from work, or what? See, these are real situations that we have to go through, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. I had that situation happen to a Uber driver. It was New Year's Eve. It was a young lady. He's a male Uber driver, and she was. Oh wow! See, when they like that, you don't want to touch them, because they're not even in their right mind right there, and they can lie on you. They can lie on you. Oh my gosh, they can lie on you. And when a police officer comes, they don't know what the truth is. They're coming, you know, they're onlookers. You know, they just coming up. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you didn't touch her. Oh my gosh. Oh, that would have been horrible. Yeah, like I was saying. Wow, I fell asleep. She was drunk. That's why I called the police. Yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing, because safety first. And if you're not safe, no one else is safe. So you got to be safe, definitely. But I was it was a male driver, and it was a female and her daughter in a car. A female and her daughter in a car. Yeah, exactly. In the car, and they were asleep. He didn't want to wake them up. He didn't want to touch them. I let Uber know. Good. That's very good. Because you know what? They need to flag her account. And I'm quite sure it's not the first time. And I wonder what her ratings were. And what rating did you give her, I wonder? You know, something has to be, you know, a flag or something has to be on there. Because that woman can get some people in some serious trouble. And in Towson too. And some of you know what I mean. Good. 1 star. Yes. 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 We're talking about different issues that Uber and Lyft drivers go through. I mean, in reality, and also we're talking about race, not on the negative, but on the positive side, and being straight up with it. You know, the reality of it all, and how only change going to come is through individuals. And we talked about how it's so important for you to know who you are and be comfortable with who you are. Because if you're not comfortable, then there are people out here that will put you on a string and use you like a doll, you know, and manipulate your mind, make you think how they want you to think, have you to do what they want you to do, because you don't know who you are. And you're like a monkey wrench. You're with this one, that one, you do this, you do that. You have no boundaries, you have no morals, you have no principles, no nothing. You look like a human being, but inside, all messed up. All messed up. And then when you come across people like that and they don't recognize it or care to recognize, then you have a big old fight on your hands. I saw that video. You're talking about the guy with the lady in his car. I had a woman in his car. I had a woman I picked up in a taxi, and she was so drunk and high on weed, I thought she was going to do something crazy. Oh, yeah, it's possible. Mark, it's possible. Yeah. But no, this really happened to me. The Uber driver called me and said this lady will not get out of the car. There's a female and it's her daughter. So I said, okay, this is the first time I was over in their area, Brooklyn area. You know, if people are familiar with Baltimore, you know, Brooklyn area, okay? Cherry Hill, Westport, okay? Never been in the area ever before. New Year's Eve at that, okay? So me being a good friend, and that is a female, I'm a female, maybe I can talk to her or whatever, you know, I don't know. So I went there. Of course, I prayed beforehand because I'm not trying to be a Wonder Woman, okay? So I prayed beforehand, and I took the low road. I was polite, and I said, honey, I said, come on over in here, you know, come in the car. And she's like, you gonna take me home? I said, yeah. Weed and all that stuff. I said, no. And she thought I was crazy. She thought I was crazy. I had to check my taxi after I dropped her off to make sure that, oh my gosh, yeah, they will leave some weed in your car, because I had some in my car. And when the guy left, I still had that strong smell coming from the back. I pulled my car over. I saw it on the mat. I drove safely to a gas station, vacuumed all that up, and I did a video on it. If a police officer would have stopped me, yeah, it wasn't even an ounce or whatever, but still it's weed, and I'm black, okay? You know what I mean? So it's like, man, please. What? You gotta be careful. You got to be careful, because they will leave stuff in your car, and especially if it's something you can't smell, and you go on about your business. If you have children in the car, they see something white or something that looks like a rock or something and bite on it. You know, it's like, you got to be careful. These are real issues, not to stop people from driving, but for people to drive with awareness and to be up on the things that can happen and that are happening. So when I went to pick up the lady and her daughter, she got into the car. I had my camera on. She said, "You recording?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. My camera will be on for the duration of this ride." So then she began to, you know, quiet down. She sat, like, scooted down in the car and everything. So I took her the same way that the male driver was taking her. But you know, sometimes you can get in some areas, the GPS will go in loops, and it'll tell you that you're right there, but you don't see the place, you know, but yet you got to try to figure out, okay, the GPS is saying that we're here, But then you got the passenger saying, no, this is not where, you know, so then you got confrontation going on. So I just I kept a subtle tone, and I said, yes, dear, you know, this is the address here. You just walk through that alley. The most money, well, downtown is hot, but you like in Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, 9, 10, going into the wee hours to like 3, 4 in the morning. You're dealing with people who, majority of the people who are out partying, and you know they need a ride home. But then you're dealing with people who are intoxicated. Everybody who's intoxicated are not mean and nasty and spit and throw up and stuff. Not all of them are like that. It's different all the time. Yeah. You're right. It's no guarantee, but those are spots that a lot of people go to make some money. I even go in the mornings. I'll go to Emerson. A lot of people don't want to go to Emerson because it's a rough area. I would go and I would get rides that would take me about maybe 15 miles away, like Amazon or somewhere in Towson, you know, a nice Cockeysville. But they're coming from what people will call the ghetto, but you know, they're decent people, you know, and they got decent jobs. And you know, I'll go there. I'll go. Some of these areas that is known as bad areas, they have some decent people in it. Everybody in that area is not bad. They are not ghetto. They are not you know, nasty and disrespectful. Some, they have decent jobs, and they just so happen they live in that neighborhood at this time in their life, but they are not the neighborhood, you know. So I challenge anybody. You can go in some rough neighborhoods, but if it's bad, have you ever had to drop someone off by the Capitol building in DC, by the White House? Oh, you're welcome. Let me see. No, but I've been in the area when we had the march, the women march. I was in that area when they were marching around. I got as close as I could, and all you saw was the black van, the black SUVs, the police officer. You know, you couldn't really get close. But that's the closest I've gotten. Yeah. Well, I've been in the White House before years ago when they were, you take the tour of the Christmas trees and stuff like that. But other than like dropping someone off there, no. I've known of a driver that said that they do pick up some Congress people, but they have Uber Black, and they're, you know, everything is tinted and so on and so forth. But how true it is, I don't know. I don't have any facts on that one, you know. How about you? Have you? And then I'm wondering, do they tip? You know? And again, in some rides I get nice. Okay. It was nice. But some riders I get, you know, as soon as they get in the car, and I have tinted windows, the manufacturer kind, you know. I'm sure that's good money. Does Uber screen the riders? No, not really. And it's okay. I put it this way: if you're the card holder, they have that amount of information on you. But you know just as well as I know, every card holder do not use Uber. They have a boyfriend, girlfriends, children using it, but it's under their name, not the rider name that you're actually picking up. So even if they were to screen the riders, still that rider could be squeaky clean, but the squeaky clean card holder has a boyfriend that might not be squeaky clean, or a girlfriend that might not be squeaky clean, and she's the one you're picking up. Like one of the people in the feed, they were saying how it was a lady who was stealing things from a Walmart, called an Uber. Yeah, I said it. Called an Uber to pick her up with all of her stolen stuff. Maybe the Uber driver helped her get the things in the car. Oh, let me help you with that. oh, a DVD player, that looks nice, and put it in. I'm laughing because it's just in my mind. You know, sometimes when you get a visual of a situation, you can't help yourself but to laugh. And so she gets in the car, but the sad part about it, she kills the Uber driver. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, so I don't think they screen. I don't think they screen the riders. I don't think so. I'm a rider and I'm a driver. Have I written? No. Why you haven't written, girl? And you have the app and it's active. Well, I'm gonna be honest, like I always am. I wish Uber and Lyft will let us know that is someone else that is. I know. But see, the thing is, it's not Uber and Lyft not letting us know. It's the card holder not calling Uber and saying, I am going to let my 12-year-old, you get it, 12-year-old daughter use my, get a ride on my account today to take her to school. Uber would say, ma'am, the young lady has to be at least 18 years old. Oh, never mind. Click up. You see what I'm saying? So they're not a lot of people. They're not gonna call Uber and Lyft and tell them the truth. So that's why they like, if the driver don't say nothing, you sit in the back, be quiet. And if I get a bad rating, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. So the kid get in there, zip. I had one child get in. This was in the beginning when I felt like I needed to pick these people up. Like, you know, if I didn't pick them up, they're going to ding me on my rating. They're going to, you know what I mean? It's going to be bad for me. So it was a kid. The kid got in. He sat in the middle. They didn't even put a seatbelt on. I said, you have to put your seatbelt on. And he's bouncing around. Is that a camera? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh my goodness, he's underage, you know? So I turned the camera to just face the road. Then he's like, all in this area. Oh, I never seen a car like this. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, you have to get in your seatbelt, dear. He finally get in. He's still bouncing around. And I'm like, okay, you got to sit still before we pull off now. Okay. He sits back there. He's quiet for a while and he starts bouncing again. I realized the child had some issues. But you don't know this when you pick a child up. There are some children, they just hyper, and you know the difference between them being normal hype instead of there's an issue. He had an issue. And let's just say that by me being polite, though, and telling him, please put your seatbelt on, you have to have your seatbelt on, that could have triggered something in his head. And he could have been hearing it as a demand or as something evil, and you know, like, put your seatbelt on, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people that might have mental issues, you can be talking to them in a normal tone and speaking correct English to them, but in their mind, the way they consciously put it all together, Wow, Uber lady Charlotte did a video and she picked up someone off. Let's see. Did a video where she picked up someone off, and it was the mother's son got in the car and something happened with the GPS, the wrong address in, okay? And it went, oh, it's not gonna come up here, man. What? Did it just happen? Oh, Uber lady Charlotte, she has some stories too. Oh my gosh. It's real, people. It's real. And thank God the school was not too far. But do I practice picking up children? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. My heart goes out to them. But you can get in this car and you can lie. And if the mother or the father or whoever is the guardian think they can get money, they're going to believe their child. And no. So once I really began to think about that, I became uneasy with it. So I would let the mother know, because usually she would call and I was like, I can't pick your son up. I think she did a video a few weeks ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know she was talking about one guy who, it was a rough area that she picked up, and he was a white guy, but he sounded black. I mean, I understand when people say that, meaning the white guy had swag. He had hood roots. He had the ghetto badge, you know. I'm just saying, right? So, and I met white guys that, yeah, they white, but they not your normal white. And what is normal white? Normal white, from my experience, the khaki pants, hush puppy shoes. You remember that video? Yeah. Hush puppy shoes, a nice shirt, you know, polo, and a tie. Haircut, you know, no tats, nothing like that. Things of that nature. That's your normal white. You have the ones that have hood roots. If you go in Dundalk, certain parts of Dundalk, it's just like going in the inner city in some black neighborhoods. Okay? The talk, the atmosphere, all of that is the same. Only difference is the color is different. That's it. There are some people, they just live within their block or their zone. They don't know what goes on beyond that. And to be honest, I was one of those individuals. But it's not until I start driving for Uber and Lyft, I begin to see things that I never knew was going on. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest about it. And I've met some very interesting people who I may not have spoken to if I had not driven for Uber and Lyft, to be honest. Especially a lot of our African-American men with the pants hanging down, the hood, the black hoods and stuff. You know, that is like a sign to a lot of people, oh my gosh, he's a murderer. He's going to kill me. And there was nothing like that, you know. So, and I did a video on that, how I don't want to prejudge people based upon what I've heard or what I've seen on television. No, I'm not trying to get killed, but I prefer for that person to let me know who they are, and then I will deal with them accordingly, you know, things of that nature. But yeah, it is what it is. And I forgot where I was. I was all over the place, guys, you know. So I mean, what can I say? But yeah, so we have some real issues here in this arena, you know. And it's a way we can make money, and we have a lot of freedom with it. A lot of flexibility. If you have a doctor's appointment, turn the app off, take care of that, come back, turn it on. No one asking you, you've been gone for an hour, where have you been? We've been here waiting for you. None of that, you know. It's not bad. It really isn't bad. And if you're a go-getter, you can clean up. I mean, I've known of some drivers, they sleep in their car. They sleep in the car. I'm not one to do that, but they sleep in the car, you know. And I'm just like, okay, to each his own, you know. But they make that money. They make the money. Is this blinking for a reason? I don't know. They make that money. But yeah, guys, it's a real situation, and we just got to be aware. Don't be scared, but just be aware. And also, you know, we give off vibes. And I picked up the lady, and she looked at me before she got into the cab and told me she got a ride. Told me she got a ride. It was the second time it happened. I wonder she did because I'm black, male. Hate to say it. You know, I'm telling you, you know, mock. I can honestly say it's a possibility. For some to hear that, it's like, no. Oh, it's an older white lady. It's a possibility. It's a possibility, because when you look on television, who do you see as murderers or rapists? You know, and we're taught from when we're young, this is what A looks like, this is what B looks like, this is what C looks like. So when you see C, it's K. When you see A, it's A. You see what I'm saying? So even in the natural realm of growing up, we are taught that when you see this, this is what it is. And on television, you see a lot of us, when I say us, black men, some are innocent, some are not innocent. And they'll tell you that they're not innocent. Yeah. Black people, yeah. And they're gonna judge you by your color, big time. Because this is what is publicized on television. I can honestly say I've met some very intelligent young black children, teenagers, those who are in college. Do you see them on television? Not a lot. And I would tell them, this is what we need to see on television. What these people who I'm talking to right now, in the back of my car, talking proper English, intelligent, you know, and still grounded. You know what, with OJ, some even say he don't even identify as himself as black anyway. He's OJ. When that happened, I really wasn't following him like that to say, you know, but I just thought it was a sad situation to see two people dead and how, you know, they said they died. And I knew it had to be someone who had some kind of rage for whatever the reason to do what they did. Someone who's happy wouldn't do that. Somebody did that out of rage. And I feel sorry for the family, as if it was my family, because they know of a story, but they don't know the story. And the only people who know the story are the two that are buried. And some would say OJ. He's getting out. What they say, $25,000 a month. I can live pretty good with that, let me tell you. And $600,000 for something, his in his commissary or something. I don't know. There's a lot of things in life that the story is not really going to be told. And I'm the kind of person, I like to know. But I had to realize as I got older, you can't know everything. And then there are some situations you really don't want to know nothing about. Because if you know about it, then someone who wants to know is going to be after you. 10 years old when that happened, I remember seeing it. Yeah. It was a sad situation to see on television. 2 young lives taken. They said it was she was into drugs. There were some drug dealers after her. Just like with Whitney Houston. And you know what I mean? It's like, what is the real story? So the way I cope with it is I pray for everybody who's involved. You know? Exactly. Only God knows the truth. Yeah. And if he did it, and if he have any sense of humanity or compassion, he's not going to have a peaceful mind, because he's going to be reminded. Even though he's going to act like it's not, he can drink himself the worries away as some people do, or do drugs, who knows. But there's a way you can do something wrong to a person and you're haunted for the rest of your life. You can't run away from it or nothing. You can't. You know, and it's like, until you have some type of repentance, some reconciliation. You're beginning to come the other way to be a better person, and then you begin to feel a little more freer and freer and freer, and then you're able to grow. But you just don't know. It's just one of those situations, guys, that you never know. But we just got to be safe out there, and we're going to come across all kinds of people, big, tall, small. Some smell like Chanel, Mademoiselle. I love that. I bought that for myself. Smells so good. Versace or whatever. And then some gonna smell like number 1, number 2. Do we treat them differently? No. But I will roll my window down. I'm just saying. I'm not going to disrespect them as a human being, but I am going to say, oh, there's a nice breeze outside. I think I'm going to put my window down. And 9 out of 10, they say, yeah, I'll put my window down too. Because they know they don't smell right, So I will do that. I'm not lying. I will do that. I will do that in a minute, because I'm like, am I respecting you or disrespecting you by inhaling what's going on with you? That's not right. That's not good for me. What if I pass out behind the wheel and I got to get you to your destination? So I will kindly roll my window down a little. Yes, I will. And, being nice about it, though. Not being mean. Because you think about it. What if it's you in that situation? What if you had an accident? You urinate on yourself, or you ate too many whatever that would make you go to the bathroom, and you have to call an Uber to pick you up, or a Lyft to pick you up. So I just try to put myself in other people's shoes, and that helps me to have respect for people. And also the way I was raised. I was raised to love people, no matter the race. And going to school, I had one classmate. She was white, and her name was Patricia. I remember her. She was slim. She had brunette hair, and she had a I don't know if any of you guys know this. There's a peppermint stick. It looks like a piece of wood, and it's so sweet. You can just suck on it for days. It has I don't know if it was a maple syrup stick. She was saying it was a peppermint stick, and you can chew on it, suck on it, and it looks just like a stick. And I had asked her one day when we was in school, I said, Patricia, what is that? She said, it's a peppermint stick. I would share it with you, but you're black. And I said, oh, okay. So whatever, okay. But I will ask my dad if I can bring you some. So she brought me a plastic lunch bag, not the Ziplocs. It was the one that you had the little flap to it. And she brought it to me. And I brought it home, and I told my dad, I said, Patricia brought this to school for me. She was going to share what she had, but she said I was black. And so she asked her dad if she can get some and give to me. And so my dad saw it, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but I was in a household that we did not discriminate against people, we didn't look at color. We just didn't. And for her to say that to me, it was no big deal. I was just like, okay, you can't come in today. Okay. Okay. Not like, what? You call me black? Okay. It was like, that's fine. Okay, no problem. So I know racism is real. It's racism between ourselves. You have the beautiful black women against light brown, high yellow, red bone. Things like that gives me a headache. I cannot deal with that. I have to be simple with it. You're a human being. I'm a human being. How are you? That's it. I cannot put you in a category because of your hair. It's blonde. It's straight. It's curly. It's fine. It's kinky. It's naughty. What? You have hair on your head. Good job. It's gray, but it's hair. You know what I mean? I'm going to take the simple road. It's hair. Period. You know? I cannot put people, and I laugh at myself because I say to myself, like, okay, if something happens to me and I have to describe the person who has attacked me or whatever, what would I say? And you guys think about it too. Okay, can I say it was a male, about 6 feet, bald head, look about 25? What could you do with that in our society? I mean, really, what could you do with that description? The police officer would ask you, was he black? Was he white? Hispanic? What race was he? Because if we all in this world was just to look at people as that is a man, that's a man, and that's a man, that's a man, that's a man, we wouldn't have racism. But because we are in a society that labels things and people and put those things and people in categories, we have to say he was a black man but light brown, like a caramel color, like the color of a paper bag, a brown paper bag, like the color of a brown crayon. I'm sick of labels too. Me in my life, I don't do it. I know it's, our society does it, but for me in my world, the way I treat people, I don't label people. I really don't. I don't label people. But if something happens, the only way a police officer will understand or to know who they're looking for, you have to label. You have to say what race, what they have on. Even if they're white, what they have on. Blonde hair, dirty blonde hair, black hair, no hair. And then now in our society here, especially here in Baltimore, you can't even now say it was a black man with a white t-shirt and black pants. Why? Majority of them, that's how they dress. So now you have police officers looking for a black male, about 25. He got a white t-shirt on. They could say wife beaters. I don't know why they call them wife beaters, but anyway. And baggy black pants. And your son just left out the house. He just so happened to like that kind of fashion. Is he the one that get locked up today? Is he the one that gets shot today? You know what I mean? It's a real harsh issue that a lot of people don't want to talk about. And sometimes, we're raised, if you don't say anything, it never happened. If you don't say nothing, it won't be nothing, sweep it under the rug. And I remember doing that when I was younger. When I had my chores to sweep the porch, I was sweep. Why am I being honest? Is this confession Sunday today? I would sweep the dust underneath the welcome mat. Sooner or later, got lumps at it. My mom, my dad, what's wrong with this? Lifted up, piled up dirt. It's going to show its head sooner or later. It's going to show its head in one fashion or another. So it's like, why not deal with the issue at hand? If you don't know how to talk about it, pray about it. But it's just, everybody look alike now. And then the saying goes that the reason why a lot of the young men are wearing baggy pants is because when they would usually get stopped by police officers, the police officers would pull their pants down in public and search them and try to, embarrass them. And that would be quite of an embarrassment. You're around your boys and you're in public, and a white man or a black man is pulling down your pant, in underwears, you know what I mean, trying to search you and see what's going on. So they begin to wear baggy pants to show their underwears, to let them know you ain't doing nothing. I show my own underwears. People cope in different ways to live. They do. That's reality. But me, I wouldn't wear baggy pants just because of that. No. I'm going to make sure that my rights are not being taken. You're stripping me in public to, exposing my body, like, is that right to do? Even if you did something or not, even if you broke the law, that means that you have no rights? You still have rights. Just think about it. Has it ever been something that you did for several years, but you're not doing it now? You stopped. So there are some people out here that are doing bad things, real bad things. Yeah. Real bad things. And they one day are going to stop. Does it mean that we just push them and throw them away like they're nothing because of the present state they're in? We don't know the future, but we have this godlike complex that we can do. You'll never be nothing. You're black, living in the inner city. You're in poverty. You don't have a father. You don't have a mother. You'll never be nothing. That's the way some people see us. When I say us, black people. And you know what? In some bad parts of Dundalk, Westport, Cherry Hill, the white people there that are struggling, the only difference is the color. They're on food stamps. They're dealing with rats. They're dealing with people getting killed on the corner. They have balloons, taped on the pole in their neighborhood too. They're going through something. Some of them are in gangs. They're tatted up, with tattoos and stuff like that. And even Mexicans, they get a bad rap. Italian people get bad raps, but the only difference is in our society, a lot of us as black people, when we see Italians or Latinos, fair-skinned people, some of us put them more in the category of white people. Whereas, like San Juan, Puerto Rico, he was a black slave. San Juan, he was a black slave. They have a statue of him. And then some Latinos more identify with us. But then some, they identify more with whites. Some, they identify with just themselves as a Latino family. It's like in this society, the main thing is, where do I fit in? Where do I fit? Can I narrow my nose? Can I change my eye color? Famous people who are being great models. Tyler Perry, yeah. You know what? And we need more of them. And we really need more of them to make some ways or give more opportunities to a lot of African American people and those who are in poverty or in low income areas. They still, what is that person doing? Oh my goodness, he has to put a cinder block underneath their car where the tire is so it won't roll. That's clever. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would try to get it fixed, but I mean, it's called survival. And they don't even open the door to get out of the car, guys. They get out through the window, like the Dukes of Hazzards. They're in a pickup truck. And they just as happy as they want to be. Survival of the fittest, huh? But yeah. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, she's my idol. A lot of people said she, a turncoat. From what I seen, the majority of the people in her audience were Caucasian people. Not too many blacks. And that's another thing. A lot of us, we don't support each other. We really don't. We don't support each other. But a lot of the other races, they support each other. They really do. And for us, we are so smart, so clever, that if we were to take that mindset and become corporate with it, man, please, are you serious? Some like the traffic lights, that was invented by a black man. But back then, okay, he invented something, people liked it, somebody bought it. It's still with us today. And he probably sold it for a couple dollars. And he probably had children who wasn't involved, didn't care to keep it going in the family. And, how many times have a mother or even a father telling the daughter or son, come in the kitchen, let me show you how to cook. I don't have time for that. I'm going out with my friends. Yes, I'm going out with my friends. I don't have time for that. Who knows? You could have been a cook, a chef. You could write a recipe book of your grandma's or your mother's recipes that she made way back when. It's a lot of awareness we have to notice. Not so much to be separatist, no, but to know who you are and to connect with whoever wants to connect with you, no matter the race. The race not even in it. I don't care what color you are. You want to connect with me, I'll connect with you. As long as we're going to be cordial, respectful to one another, I have no problem. None whatsoever. You don't turn on me when you're around your kind. I don't turn on you when I'm around my kind. I respect you, you respect me. Period. And we have lost that, really. It's very few people, and that word friend get thrown around so often that it is really sad. It's like a friend should be a person that will not turn their back on you. That they should be a person that got you, know you, respect you, vice versa. Won't do anything to harm you, and neither will you do anything to harm them. You can keep their deepest secrets that no one can get it out of you. But nowadays, tell your so-called girlfriend something. Don't tell her nothing about your man. Don't tell your boys about your girl. You're at work one day. Knock, knock. Who's at the door? Oh. It's my boy's girlfriend. Oh, I ain't want her to stand out there on the porch, so I let her in. Then next thing you know, peep through the peephole. Oh, Kevin not here. He's not here. You're not coming in here, But we don't do that. Oh, it was innocent. It was raining. He wanted something to drink, and next thing I know, we were drinking, we were smoking some weed, and clothes got off, and next thing I know, I tell you, it is a very, 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 very interesting way of living. But you say our generation is dying, people are forgetting what black people had to do. Yes, you talk to the average teenager. The diaspora, They're like, what? The Mayflower, they're like, what? Is that the moving company? You know, Harriet Tubman. Do you notice in Black history, years ago, Black history was so important in a lot of households. It was like you had to find somebody. We had Martin Luther King picture in our home. And he was the main one that was out there. That, you know, he was for the people, and he was for all race. And a lot of people are not giving a lot of white people credit. There were white people that helped him out too. He couldn't have did that all by himself, because it was things going on in areas that if there wasn't a white person who believed the same thing he believed in, things wouldn't have gotten done. It was a collab of races coming together, but he was the leader of the charge, you know, and that's cool. But none of us can be a leader without the right people supporting us, and it takes all types of people. Because there are different areas and different avenues that have issues that my kind can't get in there, but another kind can. But it's okay, because they share the same heart, the same minds, the same goals, the same thoughts, but they just don't look like me. So, is it okay? Yes, it is okay, because it's for the common cause and for the common good. You know, you have things alike. So yeah. A lot of us, I know I teach my nieces and nephews, they know, you know, but a lot of us, like I said earlier, in 5 years from now, or maybe later, I don't even think they're going to have a category for blacks, because a lot of the men are dying off and they're killing each other, you know, for the most part. We have killed more of ourselves than the police officers, to be honest. To be honest, yeah. To be honest, and it's sad. It shouldn't be that way, but what can I say? It's reality. But I don't think, I mean, it's going to be others. It's going to be others. You know how you see African American, black, what is African descent, things like that. You might have Africans, yeah, because a lot of Africans deal with Africans, and they have different morals and principles than African American or Afro American. That's another thing. I can never ever understand who came up with colored, black, African American, Afro-American. Who came up with the labels though? I'm like, I always said it. When it was out there and they were talking about it on television years ago, I always said, I'm a human being, period. But I had to learn, in society, you're black. On a job, you're black. Okay? When you're seen out here, you're a black woman. Okay? Not brown. You're black. And if you're black, this is your category. This is how you're looked upon. So I don't like things like that. So I've learned over the years, and it haven't been easy. I've learned over the years, the most important thought is the thought of what you think about yourself. That's it. That's it. That's it. When you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, you see fat, you see spots, you see whatever you see, you have to love you for you. And what you can change, let it be something you want to change. But don't be changing for people. Because like I said before, you change for people, yo-yo. A doll on strings. And you can't be afraid to be by yourself. And a lot of us get caught up into that. I need a man. I need a woman. I need children. I need somebody to love. And you look in the mirror every day and you don't love yourself. So that means you have something to do. You have to spend some time with you. You have to. I've learned over the years, and I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I don't go into, is Jesus and God the same? It's a Trinity the same? If it's helping me to be a better person, that's where I'm at. If it's helping me to respect myself, that's where I'm at. If it's helping me to contribute to society in a good way, I'm okay with that. Was he white? Was he black? I don't go there. I don't go there, because a lot of times you get caught up into that and you lose the main focus of it. And then you're in confrontation with people. Instead of bringing unity, now you're bringing separation. All because of religion. Things of that nature. So it's the main thing is we need to just be who we are and make it better, and be comfortable with ourselves where others aren't. And the best and the most important comment is what you tell yourself, because there are people not only on YouTube, in this world, don't want to see you happy, don't want to see a smile on your face. They want to see you down. They get strength when you're down. When you're going through and you have a sad face and you're struggling, there are people out here that loves to see that, and they get strength from your bad times. You can't tell everybody everything. You can't tell everybody everything, because the next thing you know is in your neighborhood, it's on your job. She said, oh my goodness, she don't have any lights, and oh my gosh, and this and that. And then it get big. It's like, if you're either going to be the solution, a part of the solution, or the part of the problem. I prefer to be a part of the solution if I can. But a lot of people, they are part of the problem. You're doing what you can do, That's all. I mean, and you can always see it again because it's live now, but you know how that goes. And then you're able to see it again. And you can always put comments down below once it's uploaded, and continue the conversation, because it's real. It's real. And a lot of people feel like it's taboo. Okay. Let's say my arm is bandaged up. You don't see that I'm bleeding. Does it mean I'm not bleeding? Because you don't see it. Okay? It doesn't stop anything. It still happens. So, my thing is, they just as happy as they want to be in that pickup truck. They got cardboard in the back windows with tape. 2 black guys. Not trying to be flashy or anything. I tell you. Young guys too. Maybe like 25, something like that. But anyway, you have to know yourself. And I know this as a fact, and it is helping me. And I do have a very strong support system. And that is a plus when you have family that got your back and they support you, and they only want to see good. And some of our families, black and white, Latinos, Italian, people in general, everybody family is not connected. They are strange. They are hatred. They're killing each other. It's a lot. There's incest, different type of physical, verbal abuse. So if you have one decent person in your life, one decent person that is in your corner, I see that as a blessing, because everybody don't have that. Everybody. And a lot of these children out here that you see, and they acting big and bad, inside they still little children. But that's all they know. That's all they know. All right now, that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead now. You're gonna hit that quote. You're gonna hit that quota, girl. You're gonna hit it. God gonna make a way for you. He's doing it for you. So you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Watch the next time you be like, Michelle, I got 25 rides, I got 50 rides. You be like, girl, I'm tired. Like they say, be careful what you ask for because you might just get it. Right? So yeah, you know, it's just, and people coming on and off in the feed, and they probably like, what is the lady talk about? I saw on there that it was a Lyft driver, female, got attacked. We talked about that at the beginning. And we started talking about other things as well. That's the thing with live recordings. The subjects, you know, it goes either way, you know. Hi, Paul. How are you? Everybody say hi to Paul. He stepped in. He's probably wondering what we're talking about. Who wants to be the star student and tell him what we're talking about? It might be better for me to speak it, right? No, some people. I know there's one girl. She can type. She's at 85 words per minute. Isn't that awesome? I think that's great. I'm like, she be going at it. And I just like the emotion and the, oh my gosh, and it's like, I can't do 85. I'm just saying I can't. But I admire those who can do that. That's awesome. And then I had this coworker. He has no arms. So he does everything with his feet as if they were hands. He type, he eat. You know what I mean? It's so much in us that can be used for the better good, but we feed the evil part of it. I mean, can you imagine? For some people, I don't have no arms. How can I eat? How can I get a job? How can I do that? That wasn't his thought. He used what he had. And to type fast as if, you know, he had hands, you know, he was born that way. So we can adapt if we really want to be better, you know, or to change. The big question is, are you willing to change? Are you willing to deal with the what I want to say, the feeling of being torn apart from what you're used to doing? Are you willing to like, okay, for example, someone who was an alcoholic and now they're not drinking anymore. They have stages that they go through, and it's not just a change just like that. They have withdrawals, and those withdrawals come with pain to the point they have to make a decision. Do I want to deal with the withdrawal pain or give into the pain? You know what? I know Lyft did, but somebody was telling me that they don't now. So, and I haven't been out there driving because I had the issues with my vehicle that I had to get fixed. I talked about it on another video. The thing with this, I mean, the thing with that in terms of seeing your destination before you pick the person up, I like it as a driver. I love it as a driver. Yeah, that's pretty cool. A whole hour drive? You made some money on that one. See, the thing with knowing the destination, a couple things going to happen. Some drivers going to say, oh, you're just going up the street? Nah, that's all right. Let me keep moving. Let me get somebody else. Oh, you going in this bad neighborhood? Nah, that's okay. I don't feel like dying today. You know, I don't feel like getting my car messed up, shot up, or whatever. They're not going to do it. Then some going to say, oh, that's too far. There are some drivers that don't want to drive far either, you know. So I think they should, but I think from a company perspective, they will see more issues than it being beneficial. But as for the driver, it's a comfort. It gives us more options. And it helps us kind of sort of calculate our money in a sense, you know? So, who knows? And I think sometimes Uber and Lyft, the company, they have people that view some of YouTube's things, because there are some things we talk about and next thing you know you see a change in it or whatever. I think because we are their eyes and ears in a sense, from riders' point of view, and this is the way I feel about it, and drivers' point of view, because there was one employee from Uber who's supposed to have been going around talking to some of the drivers, but they had selective states that they went to and selective cities, so they're not going to get around to everybody, but they can hook up to YouTube and go through within an amount of time. They will cancel the trip, and I'm gonna be honest, I might be one of them depending on where they're going. I'm just saying, it's an option. And when people have options, you know, it depends. You know, they're going to utilize the option. Nay or yay, period. But if it's not there, it's like, okay, I got to, you know, or this is the ramification. This is what's going to happen if I don't. And sometimes people need that. They need to know, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, this is going to happen. And then there are other people, they don't need that. They just going to do, if it's good or bad, they're just going to do it, period. But I think a lot of drivers will cancel. Yeah, big time. Because when you're coming in, for one, you're looking at, you know your bills. You know the amount of your bills. You know how much money you need to bring in that week. You know how much you need to bring in that day. So in your mind, you're calculating, okay, I'm at $50. I need to do either 5 more rides to come up with the other 50, or I might have to do 10 more rides. So it depends. And then once you hit that quota, then the next day, you got to come up with another strategy. Maybe like for a week or so, you might see consistency. Then you may see something taper off, or, you know, it's a change. And then you're wondering what happened. What I've learned through this type of business, get it while the getting is good, because you have highs and lows. There are some drivers who are full-time, but some of them are full-time the beginning of the month. Some of them are full-time at the end of the month, because based upon, you know, their payment, their due date for their bills. And some, they just go hard for those 2-3 weeks, and it seemed like you're not getting any rides, because that person got that. And if they have a fleet, like other friends that are attached to them and to their account, they got certain areas locked down, and it's like you can't get a ride. But then you go at the beginning of the week, it's like you can't get out of the place. So those things happen too. Nothing is like this. Nothing is like this in the business, you know. So when the getting is good, when you do have those days, and I got to talk to myself about this too, but when you do have those days, I had a lady on the Uber on the 4th of July. I went to her pick up location, waited a few minutes, called her, and she said that was her what? And she said that was her dropped off, and she wanted me to go pick her up. What? Hold on. It don't look like it give you the whole thing there. That was on the 4th of July? How did you deal with it? Did you guys see that in the feed? How did you deal with it? I hope y'all can see, you know, different conversation in the feed, because, you know, we're talking real talk. We're talking our experience as Uber and Lyft drivers, and there could be some passengers. I told her I could not do that. You would have to order another Uber. I had to cancel the trip. I'm glad that I can't rate you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Yeah. When you cancel, there's no rating going on whatsoever. That's it. Done. So some situations take a cancel. If you see that person and they already heated, come into the car, cancel. Because they can change their demeanor. Good job. Yeah, I don't blame you. They can change their demeanor, but while you're in the car, they're emailing Uber, they're emailing Lyft. And you think everything is quiet and squash, then by the time you let them off, you get an email talking about this, that, and that. And you're like, wait a minute, she was so nice, he was so nice, like everything was okay. Some situation is you're better off to cancel. Really, you're better off to cancel. And that way, let it go. That is true. Oh my gosh. That is so true. I wish I had some water. I'm all out of water. Which Uber driver has a bottle of water in the car? I need some water. Oh, is it alkaline? I do that with taxi too. Oh, do you? Cancel. Oh, this is going to be a confrontation. I got to cancel that. I don't blame you. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, really. Because if it's going to escalate something and you can nip it by canceling. Cancel it. Any Uber or Lyft driver have water? Do you have any water? Is it Fuji? Or is it alkaline water? Do you have Perrier? It was purified water? No, thank you. I prefer spring water. Some people think spring water is better than purified water. It has to be filtered because in the springs, all kinds of little is in there. Anyway, I'm just saying. So, have you guys have had a rider that was particular the type of drink? And if the dispatcher called me, want to know what happened, I tell them you're rude. Yeah. Rude and having issues. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Of course, the company want to know why you cancel. That's money right there. What's going on? Yeah. It's like it's two sides of a business. You have the finance part of it, and then you have those who are in the business, like doing the business. And a lot of times they don't connect, because they're looking at numbers over here. You're looking at your life over here. You're looking at environments. And, it's like, if I die, what are they going to, are they going to pay for my funeral? Are they going to take care of my family? Well, no. So you have to have good judgment on that. If my sister's watching, hi. One of my sisters told me, she said, I'll be watching you live on the show on YouTube. That's awesome. To be honest, I'm a shy woman, but and some of my family members is like, I can't believe that's you on there. I said, well, it's just me. I don't have anybody. I have water, candy, and gum for the rides. You do? What kind of candy do you have? You have chocolates? Do you have chocolates? Dark chocolates? That's another thing. When you have candy and stuff, make sure they're individually wrapped. Don't let them dig hands no. Individually wrapped. And if there are children in the car, make sure. I had a lady I picked up at a bar, and when I was going to, she looked at me and said this question to me, saying, I need. Oh, she said you need to lose weight. Don't feel bad. See, the thing is, because I'm, hey, I have some extras, okay? The thing is, it's like, you wonder, are they trying to hurt your feelings? Or do they not know that you carry this weight around every day? You live with this weight, so you know what you need to do. You know what I mean? It's like, so it makes you wonder, like, oh, thank you? I mean, come on. I had somebody on YouTube tell me, I think I was eating, and I want to eat now, matter of fact. They were telling me, you don't need to be eating. And I was saying to myself, oh, look what I got. Yes, I do. And I was saying to myself, I said, little do you know, a lot of large people, they don't eat a lot. It's just that when they do eat that one meal or so, they eat a lot of calories. I didn't say anything at first. I was telling myself, did she just go there? And I looked at her personal issues, and then she had the nerve to say, I am not paying for the far too much. Oh, but you know what? That's another thing that Uber does. I had talked to a passenger. Now they give them a quote for the longest ride, even though you may have your navigation set up for the fastest route or route, however you want to say it. Yeah. They will charge the rider for the longest. Now, you know as well as I know, the passenger gets in the car. If they used to, you know, the route that they take to go to work or wherever they're going, and this is the route that they take and they've been taking it for years or months or whatever, you're gonna do, you know, you're gonna follow them. Yeah, it is about money. You're gonna you know, take their instructions. Of course, they'll have your app on because it's like a tracker too, but it could be a shorter distance to the point. Yeah, she's saying she's not gonna pay because she think it's coming to us. It's not. It's going to Uber. And a lot of riders don't realize that they're being charged for the longest drive, even though we, or even them, meaning the riders, take a shorter ride. And I told, yes, and if Uber's and Lyft is listening, I told that passenger, I said, you email them and you tell them. Sorry, I said my grace in my mind when I saw it, okay? Thank you. You tell them that you will charge for the longest ride. However, you took a shorter ride. I didn't get any feedback because I never seen the lady again. So I don't know. But that's what's going on. And that's not hearsay. That's a fact. And not only that, like I tell a lot of the drivers, use the if you ride for Uber, drive for Uber Eats, get the Uber Eats app, utilize it. Then you know what happens on the passenger side, on the customer side. And then you know how it is on the driver side. You're going to see some interesting things there. Also, as an Uber driver, get the Uber app. Take a trip. I said I'm going to take a trip. I don't know when, I don't know where. And I'm going to get an Uber. I want to see what the passengers see. And that way, that helps you to be keen on the different tricks that some riders try to play. And it also helps you to know how it is to be, you know, on both sides. You'll know about both sides. Would you like a piece? It's fresh too. Remember they were going to ban Tasty Cakes? The butterscotch crimpets? I was like, oh no! No! Wasn't it Tasty Cakes? Yeah, it was Tasty Cakes. But yeah. Man. You know that, you know, you need to lose weight. I know I need to lose weight. As I eat the butterscotch crimpet. The thing is this. I didn't gain the weight in one day. And I'm not going to lose it right before your face. For one, that was very rude. And some people feel that they can say anything to you when you're, you know, like doing Uber or Lyft, like you don't have no defense. This job does not give me a badge so that you can disrespect me. That's not happening. I didn't say anything to you. I could have said some things, but I'm not trying to vibrate low. I'm just trying to have a good day. I'm just trying to make some money and go home to my family. Or buy me a double cheeseburger. I don't know. One of those things. People are going to say what they want to say to you and how they want to say to you. But the most important thing is how you received it. That's it. People are going to talk. They're going to talk when you're dead and gone. So it's like, whatever. And always remember, we used to have a Krispy Kreme donut, and let me tell you, oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you, I can eat a dozen of those donuts with the quickest. They were so soft, so moist, so delicious. I mean, like warm right out of the grease. I mean, I'm like, what? I can put two together and smash them. They were so thin and just, oh, like they melted in my mouth. We don't have it here anymore. They're gone. Dunkin' Donuts just, yeah. Dunkin' Donuts just took them out. Now, we do have a company where you can order Krispy Kreme donuts. Like if you want to do a fundraiser or something like that, they will make them for you and you can pick them up there. Oh, I don't think I want to try that. Krispy Kreme came out with the Reese's Pieces donut. I don't know. Because you know what I'm thinking? Is it going to be crunchy and soft, or is it going to be soft, then you got that chocolate there? I don't know. I won't go in search of it, but if I come across it, I may try it. But I can't really, because Krispy Kreme is not here anymore. So when you get it, let us know something. Let me tell you. Oh, really? Where's your area, may I ask? Is it far from me? Can I drive there and get a Krispy Kreme donut? People would travel for good food, let me tell you. I like the old mom and pop bakeries too. They've been around for years, you know, and the prices are still affordable. Yeah, we love some sweets. Yeah, my favorite cake, I have two. Strawberry shortcake. Wait a minute. It has to be proportionate. The right amount of strawberries, the right size, the right texture, the right taste. Right amount of whipped cream. Not too much, not too little. Just right. Right amount of cake. Distribute it throughout Clearwater, Florida. Oh yeah, that's too far. Oh my gosh. That is too far. I can't even get that mailed to me because it'll be gone. Tampa Bay area. I can't even get it air mailed. A Krispy Kreme donuts from that far. It would be no good. It would be no good. But yeah, strawberry shortcake. And I like chocolate walnut cake. Homemade. With chocolate icing through and through. Give me 2-3 layers. Yellow cake mix, or if it's homemade, it's not all that yellow. And walnuts on each layer. Can't say corners because it's a circle. Every curve, there you go. When I bite into it, it's a crunch. I haven't had neither one of those in years, but those two are my favorite. I did have a slice of chocolate cake from Michael's. It's a Uber Eats restaurant. Michael, what is it called? I'm trying to see here. Michael Angelo's Pizza and Sub. Their cakes are very good. I had some lasagna, but they didn't have the beef. They had chicken. You had a choice of chicken and shrimp. and I picked the chicken. That's pretty good. I have ordered from quite a few. Taste this. They're good, but their macaroni and cheese, it was too stiff for me and too salty. American Wings and Pizza, I ordered from them. One I gave a bad rating to because I'm like, I never seen chicken like this. What kind of chicken is this? I couldn't eat it. It just messed my food up. It's a lot of, I would tell anybody, get your Uber Eats app and try some food that you normally wouldn't eat, you know, from different restaurants, you know, that they actually bring it to you. But yeah, definitely. So let me see this here. It says free food. Look, use my code when you do the Uber Eats. Why? So I can get $5 off my next meal. Okay? And you can get $5 off yours too. But you know what happened? When I first used the Uber Eats app, I had a $20 discount. And I ordered it all the way up to $25. And all I had to do is pay $5. So when you do get it, utilize the max. And you just pay the difference. And they'll bring you food wherever you are. If there's a restaurant. Oh my goodness. Hey, Rudy Dog. How are you? It's been a long time. Where you been? Out there making money? Look how long I've been on here. Almost 2 hours and you just showing up. What's wrong with that picture? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Thank you for stopping by. What's that? You know, right? He was out there making money, y'all. Oh, you back on it? Okay. How long was your break? You got to take a break from the business sometimes. You can't just be out there all day, every day. You got to take a break. Let's see here. Welcome. I'm getting hot, guys. I'm going to put the air on. Man, we have been talking about, look, I'm sitting back like I'm in my living room. A broken frame, what? Yeah, that shuts you down. And that's some money right there. Wow. What happened? You were in an accident or you hit something really, really hard? Man, that's no joke. I had a Eddie Bauer expedition. It was in an accident. Yukon hit me from the back. His car was totaled, mine was totaled. But I didn't know that my frame was bent. It seemed like the car was kind of lopsided, but you know, 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, you be safe out there, because like, look, I'm not trying to, you know, we're not trying to cause no accidents. We just having a nice time chit-chatting, you know, with strangers we may never ever meet in life, but you know, we're not trying to upset your life in any way or anything of that nature. So please be safe. Yeah, we talked about the young lady. She's a Lyft driver, and she was attacked by 2 females, and how there were guys who came to a rescue, but the 2 ladies kind of like bucked at them and you know, kind of like pushed them back, and then one lady hit a guy. It was a mess, but I really applaud the men, because they really could have been. It takes a real man, and this is my perspective, it takes a real man to get hit by a woman and not hit a woman back. And I think both of them were black, or one of them were black. And even though it was black women, still, he did the right thing. It was better for him to walk away than to hit either one of those women. But they got it on tape. They got the tag number. They got all of that. So it's like, they got pictures of the ladies. I don't even want to call them ladies acting that way. The females. I mean, it's just like, for real. And the Lyft driver was just screaming and hollering. They stole her wallet that had a $1,600 check in there for her rent. So she said it was a cashier check. They took her phone, all the money that was in the wallet. I mean, it just kind of like left her stranded. People was trying to help. It was in Los Angeles at I want to say Arco, a gas station. Yeah, in daylight. Yeah. Over some road rage. So definitely, we have to be careful. And everything that I'm putting out there to you guys, it happens to me first, because I'm only talking by experience when I'm talking about things, or some things I'm thinking a possibility of it being so, but you got to be careful. I mean, it's just one of those things. And there are other drivers who shared how a young lady stole some things from a Walmart, called an Uber. The Uber guy picked her up with the stolen goods. He probably helped her put the DVD, I don't know if she stole a DVD player, I'm just saying. Helped her take the DVD player and put it in his car and everything. But the sad part about it, he killed him. No, she killed him. Come on. Like, I think everybody, if you're a stable mind, should carry concealed weapons. I'm just saying. For real. Not so much to kill everybody that you come in contact with, or kill everybody that step on your toes. The thing is, maybe people won't step on your toes. Maybe people won't cut you off. Maybe people won't put their finger up at you, because they don't know if you have a weapon, and if so, will you use it? They don't know if you want to make their day. Make my day, Clint Eastwood, right? So it'll put that thought in somebody's, oh, I wonder what kind of gun she got. I wonder what kind of gun he got. Is it 9 rounds, 50 rounds, 300 rounds? What is it? But I do think, everyone with a stable mind have guns, absolutely. But have a stable mind, meaning when you use it, there's no regret. There is, no, I could have did it differently. Oh my gosh, if I only would have. None of that. It's just going to be aim and shoot, done. Yeah, it was. Now you saying it was a what now? You think it was a, you said something with an M. Sorry guys, I gotta fix my clothes. Yeah, being a big girl, it happens. Hey, what? I live, sleep, eat, do everything with this body. I know. Wow. I think you said it. You think it was something. Those who are going to watch this video after, once it's uploaded, I'm talking to one of the subscribers, those who are in the feed, and they had made a statement, a comment. Okay, so you won't think I'm talking to nobody. Anyway, there was too much air coming in here now. I'll put it like that. Yeah. So we covered a whole lot in reference to the ride share business, how we got to be safe out there, how there's some crazy folks out there and they're getting in our vehicles, and then on the other hand, there's some crazy drivers out there too, Uber and Lyft drivers. Some are already, they get in the car, they have the mindset. How sometimes you warm yourself up before you go to work. Some may pray, some may sing songs, some may do the rap, or some may, they get their adrenaline going, drink coffee, whatever. And some people get in the car, telling them, you ain't gonna get over on me today. Not today. What? You ain't gonna talk to me that way. Not today. You know, they coming in with the blinders on that it's gonna be their way or else. Or some kind of big knife. Yeah. Now we can carry like a 3-inch. But I remember I had mine and I was going to court for something. And I couldn't take it in. I said, you know, my lawyer gave this to me. It was, you know, it was a part of advertising, his name and everything. And they said they don't care. You can't take it into the courtroom with you. I mean, it was a beautiful stainless steel knife, pocket knife, and it had the name on it and everything engraved on it. I wanted to come back and look in the trash can to get it. But I forgot what way I came in. Yeah, it wasn't a familiar courthouse for me. And yeah, something. I have I can't say what I got. Anyway, some knives is nice when it has a little hook to it. It has a curve to it and ridges. Yeah, it's like a python fangs. When it goes in, it clamps, kind of thing. You know, me personally, I really don't want to experience it. I really don't, because it's going to take me to a place I don't want to go in order to defend myself. And you know how you have things in mind you would do to people if they attack you? You already plan it, what you're going to do. It wouldn't be pretty. It wouldn't be pretty. It would not be pretty. So it's like, I pray every day, and even sometimes with prayer, things still happens for several reasons. You know, we don't always know why. But I would definitely put prayer up every day instead of not praying, because I haven't had any issues to that magnitude, and I'm grateful for that. And my main thing is, if I am attacked in any way, I want to cry later. I want to be afraid later. Not during, not before, but after everything is over with, the police officers called and reports or whatever, then I want to cry. Then I want to scream and shake and be scared. But during, nope. I want to be just as crazy or as crazier than the person who's attacking me. You know? It's just a crazy, crazy way that people are living today. And doing this type of work, we expose ourselves. So are you saying that if you didn't do Uber and Lyft, you would not be exposed to this type of environment? Well, no, I'm not saying that. Because wherever there are human beings, you're going to have some kind of trouble, some kind of way. If it's not just you and you alone in an area, you're going to have some kind of issues. Unless that person or those people think, talk, act exactly like you. And that's not going to happen. You know why? Anytime twins don't act the same. Hello. You know? So if it's not just you and you alone, you're going to have some kind of issues, some kind of confrontation sooner or later. It can just be the color of your door. It could be you got the latest model of a Mercedes and everybody else, you know, have the older version, and they don't understand why you had to get the new one, and, you know, whatever. Or you had to get that color, you know, anything. Oh, why are you sending your child to that private school? I mean, everybody else goes to so-and-so. You're going to have an issue. I mean, you know, you took one of my cigarettes. I don't carry pepper spray. I don't. Because that can hurt you and the person. because it's going to go in the air, and that is some pretty strong stuff. And there are some people, they play with things like that, so that if they're attacked with it, they're kind of sort of immune to it. It's not like the first time that they're actually getting it sprayed on them, that kind of thing. So no, if someone is gonna come at me, make an attack on me, I have to be able to return the favor. Not the favor. But like I said, I don't want to experience, but if I have to, then I have to do what I have to do. Because it's like, you want me to be fearful of you. You want to take my rights away from me. You want to assault me. You want to abuse me, and you want me not to defend myself. Like, would you tell your mother to do that? Would you tell your daughter to do that? Like, really? Are you serious? You want me to just sit here and allow you to abuse me, and I suppose not do nothing? Not scratch you with some nails? Not try to take an eyeball out or something? Rip something out of you or something? I mean, really? No. So you got to think about it. If a person got a nerve enough to attack you, you definitely have the nerve enough to defend yourself. And I say again, I wish we all, people with a stable mind, could carry guns. A lot of things that we have going on here in Baltimore, I don't think we would have that issue if everybody with a stable mind now could carry guns. Because you're kind of sort of evening the playing field. But there are some who can get 9mm, they can do 50 rounds, 300 rounds, guys who are familiar with, guys and girls who are familiar with guns and stuff like that. There's always a way to get a more powerful gun. But the thing is, at least you have something, But we can't. A lot of crime would not be happening. We would not be on 200 deaths now in August here in Baltimore. And it's our people dying, and it's our people who killing our people. Like, really? So should they be killing other races? No. They shouldn't kill their own race, and they shouldn't kill other people. I mean, really. I mean, it's prestige, recognition. Okay, there's somebody else there. There's power. People want this stuff. Territories, and I'm not about that life. I'm not. I'm about living a decent life, being comfortable. I'm not trying to stir up no problems for nobody. I don't want people to come stir up nothing for me. But I'm able to stand my grounds. I know who I am. I'm not anybody's yo-yo. I'm not perfect, but I'm not stupid either. Like I said before, I'm learning more and more. You have to know yourself, because I'm a very large woman. I don't like my size. Am I doing things? Yeah, I do. Go walk around and whatever, watch what I eat. Some things I'm watching the cake from the package to my mouth. I'm watching what I eat, okay? But so many people, they will get over concerned about your health, and they don't know anything about you. You look at me, you may think I have children galore. I don't. You look at me and say she has high blood pressure. I don't. You look at me and you say she got diabetes. I don't. Or insulin. I don't. She has high cholesterol. I don't. Okay? But to look at me, you would think I have all those things. But I'm grateful to God that I don't have them. And do I want them? No, I don't. No, I don't. But I have to look at reality. I gained this weight over many years. I didn't, and I'm not going to lose it in one day. I'm not even going to lose it in a year. You know, I'm not. And a lot of people don't realize why people are the size that they are. You don't know why that person became that size. It could be medical. You know, it could be medication. But see, all you see is an overweight person. That's how short and limited your mind thought is. You just see somebody big, they eat too much. You don't know that. They can be on steroids that will blow you up. Bigger than a hamburger, okay? Faster than a hamburger, okay? People can have thyroid problems. All kinds of issues. It's not one-sided. A lot of times we are so limited with our knowledge, and we just spread that limited knowledge on everything, and it doesn't apply. So it just makes me wonder, you know, when people say something about my weight, either on YouTube or out in the public or whatever, are you really trying to help me or hurt me? Because it seems like you're trying to hurt me because you don't know my situation. Not at all. Neither will you know. So you're trying to hurt me. So should I allow you to hurt me? Should I cry? Should I run and get something to eat right now and just gulp it down? All because of what you said to me? No. Because I have to remember, that is your thought, not mine, but yours, not mine. Think about it. Have you ever was dressed up and somebody said to you, man, that don't look good, or girl, you need to go in the house and change that? But if you know you look good, do you go in the house and change that? No. You put your walk on, you put your swag on or whatever, and you just do you. So why am I going to allow somebody who I don't know, who I may never ever see again in my life, to have that much control over my emotions? Nope. No, 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 no. Not today. Not today. I make myself laugh. Guys, this is me. This is me. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Okay, from California. Hi. How's the weather in Cali? Nice and sunny, probably. That's awesome. Everybody say hi to Jesus is Lord. He or she is from California. Great weather. Awesome. It's about 82 here in Baltimore. I think this is so cool. You meet so many different people from all over the world, and you didn't have to pay for a plane ticket. You don't have to spend a minute, $1. 88 here. Oh, okay. Is it like dry heat, or is it like humidity? Because I know some people say, like in Arizona, they have dry heat. Me personally, I like humidity. No. I like the dry heat because the humidity is stuffy for me. Little dry but breezy. Okay. That is awesome. I said one day I'm going to go to California. You know, sometimes you can sit and you're thinking, oh, I want to go here. I want to go there. And you just imagine you going there and you haven't even left your seat. You saw yourself on the airplane. You saw the chairs, if they were small or big. You saw like everything, and you have not even left to make. You're just sitting in the chair, and you're just out there imagining yourself going somewhere. That's amazing. Love you too. Absolutely. So yeah, it's like this mind has such a party going on. If you don't get it under control, people will make you like a yo-yo. I'm serious, guys. I mean, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what gender you are. You have to know who you are in this world. You really do. And you have to be comfortable with who you are. Now, okay, if there's something that you feel you need to change, is it something that you need to do to make, yeah. Is it something that you need to do to make yourself better? Go for it. Why not live a better life? I mean, really, why not? Think about it. You're walking around with shoes that has cardboard in it, but you have an opportunity to get a nice pair of shoes. What do? Continue to walk around with cardboard in the bottom of the shoe? Or do you go somewhere and buy a new pair of shoes? That's how it is with the choices in life. We have a lot of power as human beings. And what is that power? The power of choice. The power of choice. One bad decision can change your life for the rest of your life and those around you. One good decision can change your life for the better. Just what that car just did, cut in front of that car and he just blew the horn. It's a good thing that he blew the horn because he could have been doing something else. Decisions. Absolutely. Absolutely. A person's life can change within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. Like, it's too late to play the lottery. I really don't play the lottery. How do you really don't pay the lottery? Well, I played twice this year. Let me tell you something about the lottery. Let me tell you my thoughts on the lottery. Dinner time. Enjoy. Enjoy. Eat slowly and enjoy every savory taste, okay? Absolutely. Yeah, I forgot my thought. I really did. Okay, students who was listening, what was my last thought? Have you heard teachers do that to you? It's like, what was I talking about? That's when you know you got good listeners, when they're able to remember what you said. You listening? Oh, okay, you're listening while you eat. Okay, cool. Yeah, what I was saying is, I played the lottery. Yeah, there you go. Good job. I played the lottery twice this year. Didn't win anything. I played the lottery for the first time ever years ago, and I won $250. And do you know, I have not put back $250 into the lottery? Not even half of that. I'm the kind of person, if I'm going, even if it's 50 cents, I'm not playing to lose. I'm playing to win. And not only that, I want to win. And when I don't win, I'm like, I'm giving you my money. And I'm playing to get money, not to lose money. But that's how it is. Who came up with that? Who came up with you can pay for a number of a possibility of it coming out and you're going to win X amount of dollars? When the chances are like 1 in a million, 1 in, a billion or something like that. Yeah, the lottery. Yeah. I'm not in it like that. I don't want to be in it like that. Because I've seen people use their last. I've seen people in some of the check cashing places or even 7-Elevens. They are using bill money on a chance. You have the bill money in your hand right now. You can pay the mortgage company or the landlord. You can pay it right now. You're going to take that money on a chance of winning more. I can't do it. I can't. Some people can do it. Some people are good at it. And, it's a game for them. To each his own. I'm just saying, me, I can't do it. I can't. Because I can't do it. It's like, why should I give you the money that I have on a chance of winning more? A slim chance at that. I can't. You did, Kimberly. Oh, we talked a lot. Oh my gosh. We went from the window to the door, to the ceiling, to the floor. We just You know, if we were around a big table, you know, everybody would be sitting back and just enjoying the conversation, you know, sitting with the legs crossed, Indian style, and, you know, pillows, and just relaxing. You know, recliners, you know, dozing off. Oh, what are we talking about now? Yeah. Yeah, everybody would be talking and saying something, sharing their experience. But yeah, we talked about a lot of things. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to talk about, Kimberly? And Lamika, she's listening to us, but she's having dinner right now. Yeah. You have anything you want to talk about, Kimberly? Or if anybody, if you have a, you know, a statement, a comment, or a topic, or whatever. We're in this together. You know, we can, everybody not one person knows everything. It takes, you know, people. It takes a group and to help each other. Oh, it was the Lyft driver. This happened in Los Angeles. And 16 more riders. Go ahead, girl. Can Lamika do it, guys? Can she get 16 more riders? Can she do it, guys? Can I hear a yep, yeah, she can do it, you can do it? I think you can, Lamika. I think you can. Yes, you could. It's done. Okay, it's done. But yeah, okay. Back to the attack. It was her name was Tanisha. Tanisha Bennett in Los Angeles, California. She was attacked by 2 females. So what they're saying is there was some kind of road rage. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, you can. Exactly. If anybody had goals, you know how it feels when you really want to reach that goal, and then you need to reach the goal. You know how that feels. So yeah, we could definitely support each other. Yeah. So she was attacked. So they were saying it's some kind of road rage. So she had dropped off a Lyft passenger, going about her business. Maybe her gas was low. I don't know. She was going to the gas station. Went to the gas station. The car who she had some kind of discrepancy with back up the road came to the gas station. One of the ladies got out, went to Tanisha's car and looked at her, and then walked back to their car and told the other female, yes, that's her. So they got in a confrontation. They began to fight. They pulled her hair. Oh my gosh. They like drug her. There was a African-American man try to come to Tanisha's rescue. The lady is a large woman in a red dress, like bucked at him, and he turned around and went back into his car. The same lady with the red dress on took her fist and hit this fair-skinned guy inside of his face. He walked away. Meanwhile, they still pulling on Tanisha's hair, and her head is just bent down, and they just, I mean, she had long dreads, and they just pulling her hair to the point they drug her to the ground. And the lady with the red dress like drug her halfway of the car, and then she just like let her hair go, and then she got into her car and pulled off. But Tanisha stood up and she yelled out the tag number and the car number and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, someone was filming everything. So these 2 ladies, or females, think they got away with it. They didn't. They got into a car that had an Uber decal or sticker on the back of it. So they called Uber about it, thinking that maybe these ladies was working for Uber. They weren't. It was a guy who owned the car, and Uber told the news anchorman that he hasn't worked for like 2 or 4 months, something like that. So they can't, you know, try to link Uber to this situation. But someone else was using the Uber's man car kind of situation. So she was, you know, talking about what happened. She had a brace around her neck. It was sad. It was really, really, and this was in the daytime at what did she say? Arco gas station. Yeah. And They took her wallet. Her wallet had a $1,600 cashier check in it. They took her phone. So you know how you carry different things in your wallet. So they pretty much just took everything, and she just got to start all over again. They can't cash the check. I mean, it's a cashier check, unless they, you know, people who know how to do those things. You know, I don't know. But yeah, they didn't care. They did not care. But I applaud the men. These look like strong, healthy men. Like all they had to do was open hand and slap the lady, and the lady would have fell. They didn't do it. And then the black guy, I'm quite sure he wasn't trying to get wrapped up in it, because if he would have hit her, you know. I know, it's crazy. They look like human beings, they look like people, but they're acting like animals. And then some animals don't act like that. Now these are 3 females fighting. Well, 2 fighting. One is she is a small frame girl. Over road rage. So think about it. If a person want to hurt you or kill you just because, imagine road rage. So it's like, you got to think, maybe she was on E, and she's, you know, weaving and trying to, you know, get around or whatever, and trying to get to the gas station before she conk out of gas. You know, we don't know why people are driving the way they're driving. So maybe they were upset. Maybe she cut across them and they didn't like it, and then they got the Uber sticker, and then she got the Lyft sticker, and what, Uber Lyft going on? There's a battle. You know what I mean? Like, come on, be real, people, be real. I'm just grateful that she didn't lose her life. I'm really grateful. And you can tell, like, I mean, that was sad. The way they did it. Channel 4. Excuse me. Channel 4. I looked at it on Channel 4 News I Googled it. So, yeah, you guys can check it out if you know, if there's some updates or something. When I saw it, my heart just went out to her. It's like, because I like to see more female drivers out there. I think it's beautiful. But the thing is, she wasn't working. She had just dropped off a passenger. So I'm curious to know what happens. Yeah, that's very important. She survived. She lived to work again, and to be home with her family and things of that nature. So I don't know, who does she sue, or can she sue anybody? Do she sue Los Angeles? You know, I don't know. I don't know what happened, because she wasn't working. She didn't have the app on. So, you know, but she was attacked. So how does that work, I wonder? And then I'm thinking, let's say if she was working and she was attacked, how does Uber, or how would Lyft deal with that? You know, because you're hearing it more and more. Just recently, they were saying an Uber driver took a passenger to Drew Hill Park. Well, the rider wanted to go there, and he robbed him or killed him or something. It was on television. That's another thing about the news. They just give you a quick second of it where you're like, huh, but then you don't see nothing else. Yeah, press charges, definitely. Assault and robbery. Yeah, assault and robbery. Now with the money, that could be federal, right? And then the assault. You can't do assault and battery because they didn't use something to hurt them. I think that's how that goes. You know how the law is. There's a little turn point on that one. Something like that. But anyway, yeah. Whatever it is that she can do, I pray to God she does it, because that was wrong. That was wrong on all levels that are possible. I mean, really, think about it. Is this how you deal with life? These 2 females? Is this? And for some people, that's how they were raised. It's either fight, or you come in this house, I'm going to whip you. That's all they know. It's the fists. They can't verbalize anything. They can't talk to you to communicate with you unless it's, you know, bad words, or they have to use a fist or a gun or a knife. Sitting down at a table talking about it, What? That's like a foreign language. Are you serious? Talk about it? Talk about it. What? How about I hurt you? How about I kill you? You know? That's the only option you have. It's crazy. It's crazy. And these are 3 African Americans. 3 African American women. Females. It's crazy. Yes, she did. She dropped somebody off. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm thinking she probably needed gas, you know? And maybe, I don't know. I don't know these women. I don't know these females. I don't know their personalities. But just looking at how Tanisha was treated in the fight, she didn't have a lot of fight in her, you know? I know Lamika is doing an awesome job. I mean, this is about a month for her, and she's in it. I mean, she's in it. She was kind of apprehensive, but she's a go-getter. She's a go-getter. Sometimes we need a little fire under us to get us going. Sometimes we need to be a little shaky. Yeah. But that's a sign of bravery, because in the midst of the uneasiness that happens when you're doing this for the first time, God bless you to conquer it. You faced it, you know, and you are still facing it. So it's all good. And then you got a car too. I mean, you know. You know, so it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. If it works for you when it comes to the leasing and things of that nature, go for it. But if you can't afford it, what can I say? You're setting yourself up for a big headache. You know? Would I ever lease? I don't know. My car is 2011, and you know you can't go over 10 years. So, you know, mine is what, 2 years? This is 17. So, no, I have 4 years. 4 years. This is 17. Right? Didn't I add that up right? 17, 4. Yeah. So, I mean, I have things I got to think about for the future. Like, you know what I really would like to do? I would like to go to the auction and buy a vehicle cash. Keep my Equinox for my personal use, and get a car that's all, you know, paid for. Yep. That's what I really would love to do. Yeah, but they're going to find them because it was recorded and it was in the daylight. So the gas station cameras got it, and then someone was recording it on their phone. Got the tag number of the car, got pictures of the ladies. It was more like a silhouette. And they had colors on. Yeah, you are good for a while. Yeah, awesome. You're good until what, 2026? Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing, that the more newer your car is, the better off it is for you in this type business. You don't have to be saving up or trying to get another vehicle so soon. But that's something you got to look at. You know, you got to save for your maintenance, or find some people who can do brakes, you know, reasonable and things of that nature. Like Billy Bob was telling me yesterday, I was talking about how much money I spent on maintenance for my vehicle, because I had to get brakes, I had to get my check engine light sensor fixed, and it was the manifold or something they had to reset, and then I had to pay like $125 to get the computer reprogrammed. I had to pay for my window to get fixed because I was in an area where a car drove by and they were shooting BBs at my my window. I was grateful to God that it wasn't all the way down, because it would have gotten me, you know, and then I would have probably ran off the road or caused an accident, and it just would have been a mess. So to have to pay the amount I did for the window is nothing compared to what could have happened. And I called Safe, is it Safe Glass or Safe Light or something? The people that come to you to replace your glass. They were charging me almost $300 to get my front passenger window replaced. Okay, not fixed, replaced, because the cracks were longer than $1. Now, if you have a crack in your window that's not longer than $1 bill, then they can repair it. But if it's longer than $1 bill, this is what they told me, they have to replace it. They may have self-driver's car. Can you believe that? I know they're working on it. I was told that they have they bought some water taxis for downtown here in Baltimore, so that most likely people have to pay now, because the water taxis that they have now downtown in the harbor is for free, and you can go from one side of the harbor to the other side for free on the water. But no, Uber, you're gonna have to pay. It's not gonna be free. No, it's not. Yeah, I was told that they have bought some, but yeah, so I had to get my window replaced. So somebody told me about this place out in Dundalk. They replaced my window for $170. I was so happy. I said, I'm so grateful you guys are here. I said, because I almost had to pay $300 to get it replaced. Because that company, Safe Light, they're always on television. You see their vans, so it's like fresh in your mind. You thinking this is the only place I can go to get my window repaired. Like, you have to pay those high prices. You don't. It was a nice place on in Dundalk that did my windows for me. And man, please. Then I wanted to get them tinted, so I went to a place further down in Dundalk, and they were able to tint my windows for $100, 2 fronts with warranty. Yes, with warranty. I don't have them like 20s or anything like that. They're 35s, and it's okay for me, because I don't want everybody to see everybody that's in the car, but I don't want not to be seen. You know, there are some tints like your 20s or 22s or something like that. They're like black, like you can't even see who's in it. You know, so I don't want tint like that, but I do like a little tint in my windows. And then I had to get my brakes. They get hacked. Who get hacked? I missed something. What are you talking about, Kimberly? I missed something. Who get hacked? Oh, you mean the Uber? Kimberly, you talking about the Uber, the taxi, water taxi? Oh my gosh, the self-driving cars. You know what? I think I can't see it being everywhere. I just can't. Because there are some people who will find a way to stop that car and get in there and do something. I'm just saying. Some places they're not going to have those cars. They're not. So we will still have a job. You know, and I think it might be probably Uber Black. I can't see it being Uber XL, because they are in it for the money. Now, let's say if they don't have Uber X anymore, they're going to lose money. They're going to lose money because right now, Uber X is being utilized more than Uber Black and the SUV. Usually with the SUVs, special occasions, or you have some people in corporate that they may need the car, the SUV, and it's like a lot of them in there, so they're sharing the amount. But as for the Uber X, it's more popular, it's more in demand. If you have the Uber app, yeah, if you have the Uber app, like as for a rider, you can hit Uber X and it'll show you how many are around, how soon they can get to you. Then if you hit Uber Black, it'll show you how many are around and how long it'll take for them to get to you. Same for the SUV. And the Uber X, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Uber Black, 15 minutes, 25 minutes. So it's scarce. And because originally Uber was just Uber Black, from what I was told, and they had the Lincoln Town cars, and the drivers had the chauffeur suit on, and they wore white gloves, and they opened the doors for the passengers and things of that nature. It was really, classy. But now when Uber X came into play, it kind of turned things upside down. Some people who would use Uber Black, they're now doing Uber X. It's saving money, same type of service, Even a lot of rich people, wealthy people, they still try to save a penny or two. They're not out there. Because the more you spend, if you're not getting it back, you're going to lose it. So a person not, they say wealthy, you never without money. But rich, you can, run out of money. I want to be wealthy. How about that? I want to be Oprah. I want to have Oprah Winfrey money. They say she has so much money that she would not spend it all. Can you imagine what you can do for society and people with all that money? Man, please. I tell you, it'd be so many things I would do if I only had that money to do it, But I do what I can, and in terms of, contributing to society, being myself in society, trying to understand people, respecting people, and meeting people where they are, and working on not prejudging people based upon what I see on the news, what I see in the newspapers. Let a person show me who they are. I don't want to put a label on them before they show me who they are. Because like I said before, I've been in so-called ghetto areas, and I've had some decent customers. Yeah, that's how they stay rich. Exactly. Yeah. I knew of this just Jewish man. He had his money in the vault. He didn't have it in the thing. I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna shoot him up just for the fun of it. They're just gonna take it for whatever they can do to it. They're gonna do it. It's gonna cost Uber some money. They're gonna have selective areas. There's gonna be a trial in certain areas. Definitely gonna have low crime, and definitely it's gonna be people who they feel is not going to try to get money out of it if they can figure that out. It's not just going to be thrown up in the air and it's going to be everywhere. It's not. And I do think that think about it. When you're at work and your computer crash, you got to call for help. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. I had to do it. No, it's like they're going to need somebody to man the vehicle. Because what if something happens and you're saying, turn right. The computer, we are making a left. No, turn right. You know how some of the passengers are, no, turn here. And the computer will be like, we cannot make that turn in the alley. We have to go straight. No, I know this way. This is a shorter way. We must go the route that's in the system. It is 15 minutes to get there, not 5. You know what I mean? They're not going to be able to do it. Instead of you seeing the passengers attacking the drivers, now it's going to be a Uber passenger have destroyed the self-driving vehicle. Exactly. Oh my God, I gotta get away from here. Oh my God, people just parked around. I'm just laughing. I can get away from there. Can you imagine? Them trying, they fighting against ways. No, I told you to make this right turn. We have to follow the direction that's in the navigation system. Please sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Oh, I need to stop at the 7-Eleven, get some coffee before I go to work. We must continue to Route A. I cannot make any stops in between. Oh, I just gotta run in and get my daughter. We cannot stop. We must go to work. I am to pick you up and to drop you off. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you have any water? I do not carry water in the car. You might choke and I am not able to give you CPR. Oh my God. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh my gosh. I know it's not. Girl, we're going to have a job for a while. We're going to have a job for a while. Oh my goodness. Some of the riders. Go ahead, take that red light. I cannot proceed through a red light. I can harm you and others. Stop. Oh, I know. People girl, you gonna have a job for a while. Don't even press it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need a pack of cigarettes. On the package of the cigarette, the surgeons say that it is bad for your health. I cannot stop. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's the what you call those cars, guys? Look. The town cars. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Look. You see? Wow, they are so organized. Isn't it amazing? Look. They usually set up on, did you guys see it? They usually set up on, what you call it? Junior Park. And now they're at that gas station there. Oh, no, we're going to have a job. We're going to be all right. A robot car has nothing on the human. Nothing on the humans. I don't know whose voice that was. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Girl, let me tell you. Woo! You gotta laugh sometimes in life. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. Excuse me. Why I need some water? But yeah, so. Oops, somebody coming through the block. Let's go this way. But yeah, so that's the way that is, guys. It's just one of those situations that one of those situations where you just never know. You just never know. Sorry about that. It's moving around now. You just never know how it's gonna go when it comes to Uber and things of that nature. But it's always good to have a plan B. I know a lot of the Uber drivers, they're thinking about opening up a website store on the web and stuff like that. They have some kind of plan to do something else. You know, if it works for them, I'm all for it. You know, you got to do what you have to do for yourself. You really do. Oh my goodness, that is something else. But you gotta I just wanna they gone now. I'm just gonna park over here. But yeah, so you know, we just gotta be careful. It's a lot going on out there, and like I always say, safety first. Forget all that other stuff. Safety first. Even if you have a Lyft car or Uber car, if it's your life or the car, hand them the keys and show them how to, push the button and everything, and you get going. No, don't be holding. It's not my car. I paid $250 every week for it. No, don't take my car. Girl, please. Man, please. It's out of your hands. Don't put yourself in no harm's way. No. Let them have it. My thing is with the young lady, Tanisha Bennett, whatever can be done, I just pray to God that she's able to do it, and it will be, benefit to her. And maybe other people would think twice before they just do that. And then right at the gas station, right in the daylight, didn't have black on, nothing, showing face. It was as if they didn't care, or they were just that ignorant. Like I said before, some people, that's how they're raised. They're raised to fight. If somebody do anything wrong to them, they fight with the fist. They don't call the police. None of that. Fight with the fist, or a bat, aluminum bat, that is, or shoot you with a gun. They taking care of it themselves. So why they attacked the girl? They said it's because of some road rage. What type of road rage? Did somebody cut in front of somebody? Was someone driving slower than the other? I don't know. But they said it was some type of road rage. So I know just as well as you know, when you're out there and you're trying to make that money and you're trying to get your passenger to work or wherever they're going as quickly as possible, you might have to weave in and out a little bit, whatever. But just be aware. Some people don't take that lightly. They don't, they take it like it's an insult that you disrespected them by cutting in front of them, or, on their bumper. Years ago, they taught you to have like a car length between cars. You do that today, you have somebody gonna go pull right in there and fill it up and dare you to say anything. Because nowadays, they drive like this. You have little space from bumper to fender. That's how they are. Years ago, it had a space. Do you guys remember that when driving? That's the way I was taught. You have to keep a car length away from the car in front of you. So just in case a deer running the road, you have to stop suddenly. You're not going to automatically hit the person in the back. Nowadays, people are riding your bumper and dare you to put on your brakes. Some, they want you to put on the brakes. They want to tap your bumper so that you can get out, and then they have someone else around in the corner to jump in your car and take your car. And they'll take it to a shop. What do they call it? A chop shop. A chop shop. Yeah. It's crazy. It is so crazy, guys. It's just like, it don't make no kind of sense. But it's real. It's really happening. It's definitely happening. But it's like, what you gonna do? You gotta have safety first. I have to go get my inspection done, hopefully tomorrow, because you gotta keep your inspection, get your inspection every year. So I gotta get that done. That's like $75. Uber has some places that you can go to for $50. Me personally, I don't trust them, okay? So I go and I just pay $75 to get it done at a regular state inspection place. Yeah, absolutely. And what I was saying, Billy Bob, he was saying, never get used tires. Jesus is Lord, just put something up. Yeah, people are creepy crazy out here, especially in Hollywood and downtown LA. I keep on rolling. I tell myself, don't let my last ride be a oh, don't let my last ride be a last ride. Exactly, Like, don't let your last ride be a bad one. Don't let your last ride be a last ride. Wow. So it is crazy down there like that. Wow. Jesus is Lord. She's from California. Oh my gosh. I would think that, especially like, you know, you think California, you thinking California, you know, you thinking California, like, California, you know, you're thinking like, you know, people who are together and plastic surgeries and tight and, you know, not a jiggle nowhere, not a fat ounce of fat anywhere. But like I said before, wherever there are human beings, you're gonna have some kind of confrontation. And you would think Hollywood, you know, that, man, I tell you, I know you could tell some stories. They are special. They are really special there. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh. I thought you guys would have it going on, because their image is in I thought Hollywood, California. What's the other place? Oh my gosh, the other place in California, where all the movie stars are. Oh, what is it? I can't think of it. But they drive around. They're chauffeured in the town cars. Is that true? Black town cars. I was told that that's how a lot of the Uber drivers are driving town cars. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because image is everything. From the type of car they get into, what they're wearing. Yeah, image is everything to a lot of the people in California. Yeah, oh my gosh. Wow. That is something. Crazy people, exactly. Crazy people are everywhere. Just think about it. You know how you feel some days. Sometimes you feel like a nut, but the majority are cheap. What? Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy got nuts. Mounds don't, because. Uber pool. Oh, really? They do the Uber pool. They do that a lot in DC. They talked about it here, but they haven't started though. We don't have it here. Oh my gosh. All the time. Oh my gosh. I used to think like, okay, let me go down here. I used to think that it would be nice for the Uber drivers to be able to go to different states, different cities, and be able to drive for Uber and Lyft. I can't stand Uber pool. It's a waste of time. I haven't, let me see, have I heard of anybody liking it? Wow. Man. Yeah, they saving some money big time. But this is what I thought about is what if one block is against somebody in one block is against the other in the other block, and then they're on that same line, you pick them up and it's like, oh, okay, what you gonna do now? I get some stinky. Oh, do you? Oh, wow. Stinky attitude or stinky? Really? So you have Lysol in the car? Yeah, I said Lysol. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh man. Wow. See, I wouldn't think that in California. You know? Wow. That's awful. Do they tip? I'll park over here. Do they even tip? Man. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Let's see. I use Bath and Body Works. Okay. And yeah, they oh, good. Okay. Well, you know, at least they tip. I mean, you know, like, smell good, no tip, stinky tip. I don't know. Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot in the business, you know. And some people would never know what we go through, and some people would never understand what we go through. And then some will say, so why are you doing it? If I'm in shade now, so I have to smile so you can see me. See how I write teeth? Can't see me. Now you can. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people, it's like this. You think about it. A doctor, he can't save every life. Oh, the pool don't. That would be so nice if they were to tip. Oh my gosh, that's like what if you have like 4 people in the car and each person tip. That would be nice. See, a lot of riders, they feel like you are beneath them because you're giving a transportation service that they pay for. However, you still give them top-notch service, even if they're only paying $2 to get to their destination, you know, because it's the pool thing. So why not be appreciative and give a tip? And then you have people, they feel like, oh, you ain't gonna be making more money than me, or I work hard for my money, I'm not gonna spend it on giving you tips for you can, you know, you black person, or it could be a white person, or any race of person, so that you can get something better than me or live better. Some people don't feel good unless they see someone living worse than them. Then that's when they can stick their head up, you know. What? Only $3.75? Wow. See. Okay. Do you have an option to do the pool or not? Or it's like it's a general, it's a part of all the calls? Jesus is Lord. That's awful. That is awful. How about that? In that kind of case, that situation, that's definitely business profitable. Yeah, that's definitely business profitable, meaning the business is getting more off of that than you as the independent contractor. So, I mean, do you have to take the pool ride, dry on your pickups? Because I know here when Uber came out, Uber and Uber Eats was all the same under one app. Like, you can get food delivery for a pickup, or you can actually picking up a person. And then I went to the hub and I told them I wanted to be separate. When I want only food to be delivered in the car, then I want to turn it on to Uber Eats. And when I want to just pick up passengers, I want to just pick up passenger. Yeah, they need to separate that. Because I told them down at the hub, I said, every passenger don't want to smell onion rings and, you know, chicken and, you know, the different things that people buy, pizza and stuff like that. And some don't feel comfortable sitting in vehicles that may have carried those things. And at the time, I didn't have an Uber Eats bag. I had to go get it. So they put it separate. I don't know if you go to the hub and they would do that for you, but the only thing would be, what would be your reasoning? You know, all I can think of is that you have some passengers that doesn't have a pleasant odor, and you do not like the idea that after you have picked that person up, then you don't have the opportunity to clean your vehicle before getting a pool. Something like that. Maybe they would just split it, because there are some people who like the pool. It keeps them busy. They do their time and then they're out. But then there are others who don't like the pool. I think they should give drivers options with that. I think they will break even. I think there will be enough people there for the pool and enough people there for individual riders as well. If I was you, I would go to the hub, you know, the green light hub in your city, and tell them that a lot of times you're picking up individuals with body odor, and it, you know, makes you feel uncomfortable knowing that you're picking up people in the pool sitting in that very same area that, you know, the previous passenger sat in, and you would like hurt you. Yeah, it does hurt your acceptance rate. I was talking to Fritz Duval, I think it was yesterday, and he was saying that he went down to, I think he said a 3% or 10% acceptance rate. I mean, acceptance rate, right? But his customer rating was like a 4.9. You turn it off. Okay. Are you able to do that? Jesus is Lord in California. Are you able to bypass the line or the pool? If you can't go to the hub, the green light hub, to have them separated, or if they separate, I don't know if they will make it separate. I don't know. I would accept as many regular rides as possible, and then when it comes to the pool, use those as the ones that you don't accept. I don't know how many you're going to have to not accept, though. That's the only thing. Because, see, it seems to me you're being forced to do something, a job but yet you're an independent contractor. Where, to me, when you're an independent contractor, you have options within the options that that company needs you for. It should not be something like a mandate, like you have to do this. Sometimes, well, I would utilize that, and I will also go to the green light hub and tell them, you know, how you feel in reference to picking up individuals that may have body odor, and then you're getting calls with pool too, and then they're getting in the vehicle. Oh wow! See, that's sneaky. To me, they are forcing you to take a ride because, for one, they know the difference, but they're not letting you know as the driver. That's making things mandatory for you. That's not the way that's supposed to be. You're an independent contractor. You give your time. You do the rides that you can do, and you shut it down. That's it. You're not there to give your personal time, use your personal vehicle, put yourself in harm's way willingly at that, so that you will have to be mandated to participate in a pool ride when there are other people who are okay with that. They should give you options. I would talk to somebody in the green light hub there and have them, don't ask them like, can you go in there, telling them to do that and tell them why, you know, and it's a possibility, you know, it's worth the chance. It's a possibility they may be able to do that for you, but I wouldn't tell everybody that you had that done, because You know, other people are going to want that done too, you know. So, yeah. Just like here, a lot of the drivers, they don't have it separate for Uber Eats and Uber. It's all intertwined together. But I couldn't, it was like, no, because I felt like they can ding me on a rate. They get in the car and it smell like onions. And okay, I'm already a big girl, right? They think it's me. I'm smelling like onions. Well, no, I just delivered some subs. Like, really? Or a salad, you know? Like, no, it's not me. You're right. You look like you smell like onions. So I couldn't deal with that. And he changed it right then and there. He said, well, whenever you want to do Uber Eats, you switch it to Uber Eats. When you want to just do Uber, you switch to Uber. I said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I meant that. It was really difficult. and for me, I like to have some type of idea of what I'm picking up or what I'm doing, I should say. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm doing. I'm just like, if I'm picking up a person, at least I know I'm picking up a person. I don't want to accept the ride. And then beforehand, when you saw the little shopping bag, it wasn't as big in plain view when you accept it. It just looked like the regular little circle, and I would accept it, but it was the shopping bag. And whenever I see the shopping bag, once I caught wind of it, I didn't do it. I did not accept it. I didn't. I didn't do it. No way. So then when he separated, I don't think I did Uber Eats since. I think maybe one time. I'm just saying. Me personally, I like to make my decisions. Let me do. You can give me X, Y, and Z to do. Let me let you know what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. Don't put it on the table and just generalizing and saying you don't know what's in the box. You just put your hand in the box and you'll see what comes out. No. What are the options that are in this box? What are the possibilities that what I'm going to pull out of this box? You know, come on, please. No, you got to let people know what they're doing. Oh, that's crazy. But that's what I would do, girl. You know, I would be humble about it, you know. And, excuse me, goodness gracious. If I wouldn't have covered my mouth, you would have said, oh my God, you see what somebody coming on, they're gonna be like, who in the world is this black person on this video, and all you see is white teeth and earrings shining. I tell you. It's something else, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's a lot of issues with the ride sharing thing, but it has a lot of benefits too. And that is what makes it so hard to give it up, because it's a sense of let's see, a sense of freedom, a sense of socialization, because you're meeting different people. It's a sense of the human camaraderie, you know, talking to people and helping people. Uber Eats do not have to take it to the door. No, they don't have to take it to the door, but let me tell you, I have the Uber Eats app and I utilize it. Yes, I do. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, the other day I delivered a driver's license from part of the town to the other. I've delivered keys and a BMW carport. You know, see, did they tell you that they will pay you a couple dollars if you were to bring it to them? Jesus is Lord. Did they say if you bring it to them, they're going to give you a couple dollars? I had this one guy, he had left his iPhone in the back of the car, and I heard this vibration constantly. I'm like, it's not my phone. I looked in the back, it was his phone. He was trying to call me. So on his phone, you know how you can call on the phone. So I answered it, and he said, will you be a dear and bring my phone back? I'll give you $20 to bring it back. I said, well, I'll have to cut my app off. I'm trying to give him a hint. Like, yeah, 20 is not bad, but I mean, if you could do more, because I'm actually losing money. And actually, I was on the other side of town, meaning I was in a county. I was White Marsh, and he was on St. Paul Street. So those who are familiar, you understand my distance, right? So I had to cut my app off to bring him his phone. Of course, when he get to the car door, I thought I had some change, but I don't have no change. But here, you can take my business card. And what was it for? He said, maybe you can go online and we can send you some coupons or something. I said, if this is not a businessman, who is it? I said, no, I took the card and I said, thanks. Did I go on their website? I'm not giving him no business. I just lost money from my business to get you your phone, and you want me to invest in your business? No, that's not how that works. That's not how it works. That's not how that works. So I was just like, no, I took the card. I don't know what the card is. Did I tell anybody else about it? No, I did not. No, it's crazy. Because some of them, they'll lie to you. Oh, please, I'll give you $20. I'll make it worth your ride. Really? Really? Just to get you there, and then they lie. So what I do now, I take it to Green Light Hub. There you go. Green Light Hub it is. I'm not going to chase you down and give you your personal property that you left in my vehicle. Ugh. I'm working. No. You would think, it's yours. Keep it on your person, keep it in your pocket, keep it in your hand. I'm not responsible for your things. Are you serious? I've heard of that. I've heard people, Uber drivers delivering packages to people. And I'm like, really? Like, what was in the package? Like, really? I never had that. Are you serious? So your passenger was a set of keys. Oh my gosh. Girl. I never heard that one. I never heard that one. That's a new one for me. No, not that one. This one. Which one is it? Maybe this one. Oh my goodness. I never heard that one. Okay, can you take these keys to 1025? Oh my gosh. You know what? That can be kind of like, that can be interesting. Especially if you're picking up packages and you don't know what's in it and you're delivering it to another location. I would feel like kind of like, oh, what's going on here? What's in this package? What am I delivering? Wow. That is crazy. I'm trying to keep this on. Can you see me? I'm parked in front of somebody's house here. You know what, guys? Oh, there's light. It's been 2 hours and 33 minutes on this the live thing. Can you imagine if we were under one roof? Oh my gosh. We would have so much fun. We would be going into the wee hours of the night talking. It's good to have people to talk to, because sometimes you have answers. You have answers, yeah, and you have questions. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if any of you are aware, but Amazon has 2 warehouses here in Baltimore, and they're hiring. You can Google it if you know any, young people who are looking for a job, and they're paying, it's like, I've heard people say 10, then I heard people say like $10 to $15. So, you know, spread the word. Yeah, spread the word and let people know that Amazon is hiring. And they do background checks, you know, some, you know, certain things they overlook and they still hire the person, you know, trying to give people a chance. But I would definitely you know, tell people and let them try. You know what they say, nothing beats a failure but a try. So at least try it. You know, at least show up, be presentable, and things of that nature. You never know. You might get the right person on the right day and say, you're hired. You know? They might not see your color black. They might not see, you know, your raggedy clothes or something. They might not see the struggle that you're going through and say, you're hired. You know? You just never know. It's just one of those things in life. Life is so unpredictable. So unpredictable. I'm trying to erase some of these things here. So unpredictable. So you just never know. But if I was anybody, I would definitely give it a try and see if they would hire you. And take it from there. Yep. Alright guys, if we don't have any more questions or comments, then I'm going to say good night. Is that possible? But I'm in my lunch bag again, guys. You know, this is my dinner. Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers. Yeah. Oops. You want some? You want some? Want some? Want some? Yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about? There you go. Any issues you want to share? Experience? Don't be shy. I can't see you. I can't see you. If there's no more questions, and if you're just coming on and you want to know about the attack, you got to look at the beginning of the video once I upload it. Alright guys, I'm going to say good night. And I may come on tomorrow, but I have some things I got to do. So we'll see. I'm getting some work done to my house. I want to paint my bathroom. I got my paint and everything I need. So that's going to be a project. Alright, you two, you have a good evening, everybody. And we'll talk again. Take care. Bye-bye. Later.